Hello. How's it going? I'm just currently tweeting this out. I forgot to tweet out yesterday, and that was a 9.5 hour long stream, so you know, haha. Alright, let's grab my URL. Don't even know if you guys can hear me that well because title screen. Alright. We back with Berseria. We back, boys. And man, ooh, was that a long stream yesterday? You gonna stream that long today? No? No, I'm not. Nowhere close, hopefully. And that, I'd like to make a joke saying, but we'll see, but... Or shoot, 9.5 hours from now. God damn it, I didn't... What? Oh. If I were to stream 9 hours from now, I'd go till 4 in the morning, which I really don't want to do. Until 2 in the morning yesterday, and that was a little late for me, to be honest. Here we are back in Port Zix, and we got stuff to do. Oh, I went out to catch shrimp and came back with a boatload of juicy lobsters. Not sure if you're a genius or just lucky. So last time we talked to those people, I think they were saying that they were catching nothing or something like that, so their luck has changed for whatever reason. But anyway, we'll be back, boys, with Berseria. Let me actually pull up chat. I forgot to do that. Alright. There we go. Welcome to the chat room. Thank you very much. Oh, was that like Artorias' banner or whatever? Then what's that banner up there? I do not know. Doing quite a job out there. Keep it up, and they'll have to invent new wanted ranks for you. I'm talking fees go up though high, but I'll throw in a year's supply of deck wax as part of the deal since such a valuable client. But have you noticed that something strange happens every time she docks here? Just be my imagination, I suppose. Shh. Shut up, dude. App.
Scout ship.
So we need to go down the Danon Highway, I think. I'll check it out in a second. Play Exorcist. I'm Lord Artorias. I call Lord Shigure, then I'm Lord Oscar. I'll be Lord Melchior, I guess. Well, dude, we can't all be Exorcists. We need someone to fight against. That's the problem when you...
The Eastern Plain is finally open for travel. I hear that the people of Stoneberry are alive and well. My husband and I can breathe a sigh of relief.
I wasn't worried about him at all.
He talks tough, but he was really worried. Oh, sorry you don't know who we're talking about. It's his apprentice.
What kind of apprentice?
My husband's an architect. Even the royal family and the Abbey commission his work. He's been at the docks here on a job. He just finished and we're about to return to Logris.
These people don't care about all that.
Why did your apprentice go to Stoneberry?
He's young and talented, but a bit eccentric. He said he wanted to help create a new town, so he set off to the frontier.
A craftsman has to focus on his work. creating a new town. Ha! He should know his place.
But my husband didn't disown him. That boy's fearlessness reminds me of my husband when he was young.
So you understand how he feels then?
I didn't say that. If he thinks he has the talent, he's free to do as he likes. But if he doesn't follow through with it to the end, I'll be done with him.
Did you hear that? He thinks the boy can do it. If you ever find yourself in Stonebury, go visit that boy's workshop.
Right, I'll do that.
Sorry about my husband. He can be a real grump.
Don't worry about it. I'm pretty used to people like that.
Hey,
Wow.
what's that supposed to mean?
Rude. You want to try something, just go out there and do it. If you don't try, you'll never taste failure, but you'll never taste success either. Why don't you try saying that to your apprentice? Oof.
I'm so happy things have been peaceful around the capital. I can come to the harbor to shop without fear. I heard that those demons that made a mess of the palace have been wrecking towns all over, though. But Shepherd Artorius and the fine folks at the Abbey are on the job. I bet those demons are quaking in their britches.
Let's hope that's the case.
Of course it is. Lord Artorius is incredible. The demons have been mostly cleared from the area around the capital.
Your love for the Abbey and the Shepherd are great and all, but I'd keep it down. If you keep poking around the bushes, you might catch yourself a snake.
A snake?
There's a rage-crazed girl out there who hates the Abbey. She's a real viper, that one.
She sounds awful.
That's what I hear.
Who are you calling a viper?
Serpents and liars, rebels against the Abbey, will be washed away by the shepherd's presence. Okay. I'm excited to see what Artorius' actual ambitions are. Oh, so really well these days because, especially princesses, because, well, they're placed on graves, I know. Lots of people are losing loved ones. Right, I only hope that some nice flowers can help soothe the spirits of the lost as well as the betrayed. Is that what he said last? I didn't read it as fast as I thought I could. Strange weather over the Alp Plain seems to have calmed down. They looked to the band to travel there because the settlers in Stonebury. Oh, excuse me, I tried to survive. But I realized it was a dangerous region. I'd steer clear of it if I were you. I sneezed into my hand that was under the mic as well. God, that probably sounded fucking wonderful on stream. Oof. Okay. So I actually think I'm supposed to go out this exit, maybe? The other exit that just opened up? To Stonebury? I've been here before. Deja vu. Wait a second. Oh. I see. Never mind. Well, we can just go down to there and then enter the Galleys Lake Road, which is, I believe, where we're supposed to go next. Press the right fucking button, you mong. From there we go to there. Oh. Where does that lead to? Doesn't lead to anywhere, actually. I don't think you can actually get there. So yeah, I have to go to the question mark, whatever it is. The green path.
You better be ready.
There's definitely going to be a cat in this upcoming down. Just gotta get as many souls as I can muster. I gotta remember to buy more life bottles next time we're at a shop or something. What? What? That's really all there was over here? Okay. Oh, there's a herb over there, but it hasn't respawned because of reasons.
I think I've finally gotten used to it.
Used to what?
Your powers. I think I've finally got a handle on them in a way that feels right.
That's good. Hopefully you won't faint anymore.
Oof.
Yeah, and I'll keep learning too. I hope we can make this work out.
Yeah, definitely. Fingers crossed. What's wrong?
Nothing.
Hey! When you and Eleanor made your pact together, she gave you a true name, right? Was it a good one?
True name? What's that?
It's a special name in the ancient tongue given to a Moloch as a necessary step in forming a pact with a human. I gave Bienfu the name Fushicast. It means thing.
That's pretty messed up.
It's just my own little way of showing affection.
So what kind of name did you get, Laphicet? What's the matter? She didn't give you a really weird name like Magilu gave Bienfu, did she? If you're not happy with it, I can talk to Eleanor about it later. So go on and tell me.
I'm fine with it. And I can't tell you anyway.
Well, you don't have to get so worked up about it.
A true name is not something a Moloch just casually divulges to others. They carry a special meaning to us. Speaking it to anyone other than our Pact Keeper carries a special meaning. Between comrades, it means we trust them with our lives. In other cases, it's
Practically a confession of love!
You could have said something sooner, you know.
Laphicet's at a delicate age. You should be more careful in the future.
Oh, really? It's just another way of showing affection.
Ooh. An outfit for your boy. Get him out of the serving clothes. Never mind. No, you're staying in the serving clothes. Oh, what's all this? Oh, my red scarf brethren. Oof. Look at that big boy.
A dragon.
I think that's another hungry boy.
That's gotta be the demon Tabitha wanted us to know about.
It's flying free, but could it still be a Therian?
I just felt an Earth Pulse point. It's that way, somewhere near the top of that mountain.
Let's check it out.
Dina Plains. We can't get here from Galleys Lake Road. Or no, wait. Maybe we can just go to Galleys Lake Road from here, but we can't get to other places in Galleys Lake Road. What the fuck is that flying thing over there?
Don't waste my time.
Oh, they're wyverns. They have a lot of health. Normal enemies, I mean.
Come on, really?
Holy moly, I just ripped them apart. Oof. 8, you're right, I ate there. Defense. Let's give it to Eleanor. Ooh. She teleported? Nothing personnel, kid? Oh good, it was the one I was attacking. Fuck you, Luffy.
Disgraceful.
I did!
I thought we were done for.
Okay, don't fight the fairies. Fairy's gonna teleport in front of us? Yep. Tell by the way she was standing still. Soul bottle? 3 souls to an ally in battle. May not exceed maximum souls. Okay. Is it B? A bee? Sorry, a hornet. Oh, damn it. Yo, stop fucking guarding.
Victory is ours.
What the fuck? Oh. It's this whole area.
I'll finish this split.
Not bad.
Things are easy here, so hey. We can farm grades. I don't know what getting good grades gets you, I forget, but I assume it's like more items.
they were nothing. I'll finish this now. You won't get any pity or compassion from me.
Ooh. Ooh.
We can do this!
Oh, what was that? Sound crackle. I heard it. Uh-oh. Our grade bonus, come on. Aw. Nah, I just don't give a shit. I'm wondering if there's even anything worth it here. There's a chest over there. Do I care enough to get it? Eh. So I don't have whatever ability it is to leap over the fucking gaps.
Let's get started! Heading down! Here!
Okay. Roger, how's your health so low, buddy? No offense, but like, we're actually fighting assholes that go down in a few hits.
Your style is really unique.
Just wait until I pull out the good stuff.
Wasn't here before. Hmm. Supposed to be a tough enemy here or something? I don't know. Like, what is the whole point of this area? Doesn't seem like there really is any. We just collect cat souls. There are a lot of cat souls around here. I'm more than happy to collect. Alright. Doing cat soul collecting. Get the fuck out of here. Back to the main mission. Ran this mainly for New Game Plus, but I think this game has a grade shop towards the end with super rare items. Wowie. Okay. Alright. Let's continue on. For now, I'm just gonna go to the correct direction. It seems like it doesn't want us to go the other ways. So you want to fight me? Go over here then.
Victory is ours.
Dude, there's no way I don't have enough cat souls for a cat that's in this town. Be hard pressed to imagine a world where I don't have enough cat souls.
I can really feel the earth pulse now. It's up above.
Guess we're in for some mountain climbing then.
Or we're going mountain climbing before going to the actual town, I remember now. Art attack. Cat chests start to get pretty costly. I mean, they're already at like 180. I think the highest one we saw was like 235. So they're already getting there.
I can't wait to take a good look around. Whoa, now that's what I call a view.
I agree that it's beautiful, but don't leap about so much. You'll fall. I can sense many earth pulses under this place.
I figured you'd notice that. An intricate web of earth pulses crisscrosses the land under the Aldina Plains. Mountains like these would normally take tens of thousands of years to form, but these popped up in about a millennia.
So the earth pulses have affected the land?
Exactly. Long ago, people wielded arts that allowed
I was about to say, how are these called the Aldina Plains when they have mountains?
Control the very land itself.
Doesn't seem very plainsy.
How could arts like that exist? Perhaps
makes
they
sense,
pushed
though.
against key points on the earth pulses? Like how acupressure can improve a person's blood flow.
That's a rather forced comparison, but you may be right. Either way, those arts have been lost for eons.
Gotta check my ship, I
I'm
keep forgetting.
impressed, Eisen. You know a lot about everything.
Not at all. There's so much I don't know. For example, the name of these flowers. That's why I travel. To learn.
Aldina alabaster grass.
That's the name of this flower?
Yes. A long time ago, my brother showed me a picture of it in one of his books. They're fragile flowers. They die quickly on their own, but if enough of them gather together, they can survive. Fields of them form beautiful white carpets of flowers. In some cultures, they symbolize kinship, the bonds between people.
Kinship. Huh.
I'll remember that.
Why not skinship?
You and your brother taught me something new today.
I'll never forget either.
Our scout ship has returned.
Great. Let's do this one.
Scout.
Just ignore that big star for a second. Now I wonder. Is it possible? Ooh. It is. Is there anything back here? Doesn't look it. Oh, damn.
Here! This is the earth pulse point I've been feeling. No Therian and no barrier. I must have gotten it wrong again.
I wouldn't be so sure of that.
Love the gradual transformation into Biz Sister Velvet, and then you corrected it with Bish, and then you corrected it with Big. I like to imagine that the correct one is actually Bish.
The problem is, we don't know if it's a Therian or not.
Yeah.
Bish.
Let's stick with the plan and head to Stonebury to gather more information.
Am I the only one here who thinks the real problem is how we're supposed to fight a frickin' dragon?
Wait, what happened? Oh, I'm actually supposed to go to Stonebury now. Let me just like jump down from here. Come on. Hey man, this game has good music. I haven't fought tree boys yet.
They were nothing.
Alright. Oof, 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 oof. Could explode this area up here. Okay. I see him. I sees him over there, hiding in the Albina Abergrass or whatever the fuck it was called. 225, yeah. Seems about right. Void Norman hat. Fuck off. I want that shit. Ugh. 225 souls on a fucking Void Norman suit. Give me more emotion glasses, please. I need 6 pairs of them so I can put a different one on each party member. The novelty of the glasses is really funny for like 30 minutes when you see them in cutscenes. You just laugh for a little bit. Sorry, but I really have nothing better to say. This moment in time. Ooh. All divide. I haven't really done any fishing, I don't think. Besides that cutscene where it showed us fishing. I haven't actually done any. If there is any fishing in this game. If there was, I'd assume they make us play it, so never mind. It's just like a bait item or something. Maybe they should rename this place from Adeno Plains to Adeno Plateaus, you know, just saying. Looks more like plateaus now than plains. There's a herb over there, god damn it. Nothing personnel, kid. So I've been giving these to Laphicet because he has low health, but he never ends up getting hurt that much because he's always far back, so... Go to one of the frontline fighters. Deval Forest. Deval the things that could have happened. Oh, this is another fucking maze. Ooh, hello. Looks like I really can't continue here anyway at the moment, so maybe I'll come back here, maybe I'll not have to come back here. Dang right, I'm going back down here to get these 5 castles. Or 6, actually. Alright. Now we gotta check out the other area because why not? Uh-huh. We actually got a run option soon, so look forward to that. Let's go. Ooh. 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 This is exactly the reason why I don't play Fallout games. It's because there's not enough I think playing a Fallout I'd love to play a Fallout game, but I think you'd need like an audience there so you can interact with them while you're just walking around and doing nothing, basically. essentially sit here and just walking and just saying nothing. People are just sitting there listening to the game while you play it. So Grotto is a den for powerful demons. Entry to this place has been forbidden. Damn it. It's all the way down here for no reason. Let's get more cat souls. Got a chest over there. I spy with my little eye. A chest that I missed. Uh-huh. The long running sections over plains it's almost over. Here we go. Oof. 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 Alright. You're almost done here. Just skate along the way. Alright. We in a town now.
If I were a Bloodwing, where would I be?
We'll start at the inn. It only makes sense.
Thanks to the free leak, nerd.
Raspberries, strawberries, blueberries. They all grow in abundance around Stonebury. We even have a fairy tale about it.
You guys should have called it Stoneberry then, I guess. Not Stonebury.
Berries, they all became stones.
Stoneberries. Is that how the town got its name?
The spelling has changed some, but yes. Berries are an important part.
Then why'd you call it Burry, not Berry?
We harvest local berries to make jams, pastries, gels, and all sorts of sweets.
Berry-flavored gels! I've never had one.
We've exported our jam and fruit for a while now, but our raspberry gels are still being perfected.
Aw, rats.
Are the vegetables growing in that field special too? I don't think I've ever seen anything like them before.
You've got sharp eyes. But that's right. They're a rare species of wild potato. They're red and they're called radish bells.
Radish
We discovered them
bells.
in the mountains nearby.
Yeah,
Sadly,
potatoes that are red.
potatoes are
Let's call them
actually
radish
poisonous.
bells. What?
Really? They look so good.
They do. But the skin and the sprouts are toxic. If you aren't careful when removing them, it's Poisonville for you.
Poisonville.
Deadly poison aside,
Wouldn't be surprised that's
they're
an actual
sweet,
name in this
fluffy,
fucking
and go
game.
great with butter. And when they're fried nice and crispy, they're the best.
Poisonville.
So just skin them and sell them. What's the problem? Yes, we've thought of that, but the way they are now, you have to peel off quite a bit before you get to the edible part. Peel one as big as your fist, and all you get for your trouble is a bit of meat the size of an egg yolk. That's why we're selectively breeding them. One day, they'll have only a thin layer of poisonous skin. Why not breed them to get rid of the poison altogether? With no poison, bugs will eat them, and they'll be more vulnerable to cold and heat. With potatoes, as with people, getting rid of everything harmful isn't always for the best.
Demons are frightening, but we can't let that fear control our lives. Building something new is a real challenge, and it makes each day feel fresh and worthwhile. I'm so sorry we're gonna kill these people. I'm so sorry. These people are gonna fucking die. Welcome to the pioneer settlement of Sternberry. It must have been quite a journey. It looks like you came across the elden need that plains would in store need of adventurous spirits like you. Don't step on the crops. Hey, I told you not to step on the crops. How many times have I told you to step on crops?
Yay! I found so many blueberries! What are you gonna do with all those? Make jam? I'm going to feed them to my chickens. That way they'll lay eggs with purple yolks. What? You know that won't work, right? It sure will. The color of yolks change depending on what a hen eats. My grandma taught me that. Actually, we always feed our chickens corn. Is that why their yolks are yellow? What are you gonna do with purple eggs anyway? Tourists are coming from the capital again, right? I bet they've never seen purple eggs, so I figure I could sell them for a lot. Maybe I can even make our village famous! You've thought this out, but will they really sell?
You thought
know
this
what
out.
they make, right? Purple fried eggs, purple omelets, purple egg fried rice. Hey, would you want to eat a purple omelet? Strange things sell, right? You don't have to be so mean just because you can't think of a better idea. Oh, sorry. Here, let me help you. Fine. Go catch a whole barrel full of jewel beetles. If we feed them to my chickens, we'll get eggs with yolks like shining jewels. I really wouldn't want to be your chickens, but... okay.
What a carefree village.
But you know, this is what really
But
makes
you know,
humanity
we're about to
amazing me.
fucking kill them all.
Attempting the impossible.
A budding
This
capitalist.
is a matter of course.
Aye. Though we may stumble countless
Holy
times
shit.
on our way, we can achieve anything we put our minds to.
Attempting the impossible, huh?
That's all well and good, but there are some lines that should never be crossed. Purple eggs. Blech.
One day everyone in the world will be talking about jeweled purple eggs from Stoneberry. Stay healthy, my precious flock. Holy shit. I bet you're wondering where that girl is now. She's a millionaire. Serial killer tree. Old man's a bit of a character, though I guess everyone here is a little odd for trying to start a new village in times like these, huh?
The water around here is ideal for producing wine and spirits. I've been thinking about fermenting something new.
What will you make? This region's specialty is berries, so a berry wine?
But the chilly air and level of humidity here should be just right for making an amber draft, don't you think?
Considering the geography around here, the water must contain a high mineral content. If you use it to make a rice wine, the taste will be unique.
I've considered all those options, but I must create something that can surpass my greatest rival, Sleeping Princess.
But that's nearly impossible to make.
Exactly. Not an easy task, to say the least. Sleeping Princess is made by filling an emerald cask with water from an enchanted mountain spring and sitting it in direct sunlight for 7 years. The water's magic causes it to change color each year. When it reaches the same deep green hue of the cask, it's ready.
Solar fermenting, huh? It won't be easy to surpass a marvel of the winemaking world like Sleeping Princess.
I'm amazed that we can
But I've finally
kinda
the ultimate stone.
come up with crap like this in real life.
Will you make a cask from it?
That would just
Where
make
people
it an
age ferment
imitation.
stuff for like 30
No.
years.
What I found can only be called a natural rock filter.
You're filtering wine with a rock?
Deep in the heart of these mountains, I found a stone that absorbs liquids. I tried using it to filter a berry wine. The taste of it was unbelievably
I have something to talk about
crisp
after this
and
because it actually made me
bright.
think of it.
It preserved the luscious richness of the berries while adding a clarity that left me breathless. I call it
But I might wait till we're like out of town and
wine.
walking. So I have
There
something
is
to talk
no
about.
better.
May I have a taste?
My apologies, but it took me 10 years to make a single thimbleful. I drank that thimbleful for my tasting. It'll be about 50 years before I can make a decent batch.
Alive by then?
I'll see a full bottle in my lifetime.
50 years, huh? Meet you back here then?
I've never been so glad not to be human.
50-year dream, a moment of glory, a cup of spirits. I wish you a long and fruitful life. Maybe one day my grandkids will pour out a drink for you in my place, eh? 24 is a fine, rare drink, but its pinnacle is the shining emerald bliss of sleeping princess. So scarce and treasured that even kings have to wait over 10 years for a chance to drink it. That's what the old man tells me, at least. Is there a place to stay at this village? A place to stay? Just look for the biggest building in the village. That's Severin Tavern. They've got a surprising variety of drinks for backwood village like this. I hear the property's proprietor used to work as a summoner for a certain noble house. Okay, let's see if we have enough. Yes. Fuck you. Fuck you. Oof. This brings the treasure of this village. It's not natural, though. We all work to dig it down to an underground stream. Is that the treasure of this village? Because everyone's telling me it's the berries, it's the wine, it's the blah blah blah. Come on, why can't I stand there? This stuff is a secret fort for boys only. Yeah, it's a secret. How's it a secret if it's out in the open? Boys are so stupid, I swear. Yeah. Not wrong there. Ooh, this is a secret, though. Got me some coarse tempering powder that I only got 45 other ones of. Alright.
I was on my way home from a trip to Logres, crossing the Aldina Plains, when I saw it. Rain was pouring as if from buckets, and the wind was so strong I could hardly stay on my feet. From the vast darkness of the sky, a monster of tremendous size descended, like the essence of the storm itself.
A huge flying demon?
At that moment, a group of exorcists leapt out from their hiding spots and began to battle the demon beast. But it met their swords with its fearsome horns, and a swipe of its tail threw the noble exorcist's back.
Horns? And a tail?
Where did the demon go?
I couldn't tell you. I was so frightened, I ran away and never looked back. I hope the Abbey can get rid of it, but the beast took out 3 exorcists with a single blow. Come to think of it, another person was there too. He faced the demon and told it to stop.
Zavid.
If you're going to the Aldina Plains, you'd better be careful.
Zavid. Speaking of dragons, there was an old dragon cult called Tintagel a long time ago. They aren't around anymore, but what were they thinking when they dedicated it to venerate such creatures, I think was what? I don't know if they typed it wrong or if I was just being autistic and reading it, but...
Stonebury hasn't had much luck growing just yet, but this pioneer town has a lot of potential. Trees grow well here, and the lumber is of great quality. Oh, we're also close to the quarries, so stone isn't a problem. As long as the demons are contained, this country will rebuild. The need for stone and lumber will soar. Best of all, this area is quiet, has beautiful lakes, and is a perfect place for a craftsman like me to work.
And why settle for anything less? I do feel that you might be a bit short-handed here. It's hard to build without manpower.
You're right. We need something to attract new settlers. Maybe some sort of specialty item?
Is there any fruit or vegetable that can only be found around here?
There is a type of potato called the radish bell that we grow, but it's got a few,
We already know about it.
If you want to attract people, you should just ring a bell. Come to Stonebury, where the money grows on trees.
A bell tower, huh? That might actually work. We can even use local stones for the bell. The Stonebury Stone Belfry.
It won't work.
Huh?
Try hitting a rock. Doesn't ring.
Ah, how could I have missed that? I'm still such a novice. My master taught me better than this. Think before you build.
This is the
That's
guy.
what he always said.
The crafting guy. How did I not realize from Pioneering Apprentice?
Sully his name.
I have a lot of respect for my master. He's strict and blunt with his advice, but he's got a very kind heart. My dream is to start my own business in the village and earn his acceptance. Oof. Oh, I need some life bottles. Some Enough bottles while I'm at it, because just in case I've had Enough and some Dinor bottles as well. Alright. Oof.
Savid.
Oh, what else?
Well, hello, sailor.
Are you waiting for someone?
Nope. Just saying a prayer for someone.
Someone?
Let's go. Clearly there aren't any Bloodwings here.
You're just going to leave? I'm right here.
Everybody has times they need to be alone.
Fee.
Right. Coming.
Oh god, Zavid can whip me any day. Okay, well. Just gonna pretend like I didn't see that.
What do you think he was praying about?
Well, for one thing, he was drinking a bottle of Thorny Forest.
Oh my. The drink you share with your special someone when you're going to be married for life! How romantic!
But getting your hands on that stuff is no small feat. I can only hope I'll get a chance to taste it someday.
That must have had an important meaning for Savid. That's why you left him alone.
Don't read too much into it.
You're Velvet, right? Huh, you must be the one who's seen the demon we're after. We saw a big snake-looking dragon fly over on the way here. Is that what you saw too?
Yes, that's the one. It nests at the top of the mountain in Aldina Plains.
We
So
went
you
to
could've just
look
waited there?
ourselves. No dragon.
It only returns to its nest on rainy days.
Rainy days, you say?
Oh, what a coincidence. My anger brought the rain down.
Just look at what you went and made the weather gods do! This doesn't bode well. Not at all!
Thanks. We'll give it another shot.
Oof. Can I get the run ability yet?
Scout.
Raining, shouldn't you find shelter? Yeah, it rains a lot here in Stoneberry. It's a seasonal thing. It's good for the crops, though, and it reminds us that we have to do whatever we can do each day. If you stop working because of a bit of rain, you'll never get anything new in town built. Do what you can, you say. Exactly, we only have a limited number in which to live. Try not to leave any regrets behind, kid. That was a long talking. Why aren't you walking all over my field? Get the hell out of my field! You keep messing with my field, I'm gonna turn you into fertilizer. That guy was not having fun. When Force is a fine, rare drink, but its pinnacle is the shining emerald bliss of Sleeping Princess. So scarce a treasure that even kings have to wait over 10 years. Hope to drink it once in my life. Okay, I was like, that's the same thing. So they changed the last sentence. You see the village stump? It's something else, right? It took us years to chop it down, but it gave us 10 years worth of firewood. Out past the village is an old forest full of trees like that. We call it Volgran Forest after my dad, the first man to set an axe to it. Cool. I actually... I want to see... Battle music garb? What is battle music garb? I guess we'll see. I want to play character cards though. Alright, let's go. Come on, Eisen, you can do it. Fuck. So why did he get 2 though? This is my question. Okay. I think I'm understanding a little bit, but... I hate this fucking game. Alright, guess I got a sworn ally. Can't finish the round though because I don't have enough points. More sworn allies. More sworn allies. Okay, they got sworn allies now. How about like I just quit the game? I don't like this game. Dragon's Nest is the mountains above Valley Plains. A scary beast only returns there on rainy days. In fact, the dragon might even be the source of the storms. Thanks for the information. In any case, that means that we can go there now. Chancellor Orduth, we're home.
Hey there. Our meeting like this must be Providence, meow.
We're in
Providence.
a hurry. Save it, cats.
All the better, meow. I've just stumbled upon a perfectly nifty piece of stone just for you. What's it for? That's not a geoboard, is it? Bingo! I dug it out of some ruins, meow. They were made by Norman Meowny years ago for surfing along Earth pulses, but I can't use it, so I figured I'd pawn it off on someone else who could, meow.
Oh shit, dude.
Wait,
To surf?
Norman made this? That doesn't exactly inspire confidence.
Don't be so mean! We're capable of exceptional things! And sometimes, when a Norman speaks their own name, the board springs to life and whisks its masters away at top speed. They'll even plow right through weak demons. You can say it's our masterwork, even if we sorta stumbled on it by accident.
Huh. Well, then I apologize.
So we can ride this as long as we have Bienfu with us, right?
Well, kind of.
Do you have to use your true name to activate it?
Not my true name, no. My Norman name. Wouldn't that just be Bienfu?
No. Norman have a separate name that goes something like Norman so-and-so. It's almost more a title than a name. Often the name has something to do with what they're good at. Something like attack, or chain, or aqua.
Right. You could say names like Bienfu and Grimoire are more like stage names. I actually don't know Bienfu's Norman name, but I can't wait to find out.
What is your name, Bienfu?
Come on, out with it. We're in a hurry.
Norman Brave. Whoa, look at that!
Wait, Bienfu.
Your Norman name is Brave?
That is so deliciously absurd!
Why do you think I've never told you before,
At least the board works, meow.
And if we get on this board, it'll move us around.
Well, about that. The board propels itself by pushing against Earth pulse flows. To do that, the board needs information on the flows. But this one here's a completely blank slate, meow. First, you need to find the geotrees in each area. They serve as a conduit between the surface land and the Earth pulses, meow. Once you've actually located a geotree, you can record that area's Earth pulse data into your geoboard, meow.
Got it.
This area's geotree is right over there, meow.
Alright then. So long as we find more geotrees, we'll be able to use the geoboard to travel much more quickly.
Okay. So, what I wanted to talk about was octopuses. Pusses. So, should go holding RT. Let's travel previously inaccessible paths. Lock into your try to geoboard. While riding a geoboard, you can defeat enemies at a certain level without starting an encounter just by touching them. However, you not be rewarded with XP or gold to do so. You can count this. Cool. Whoa! This beast still be under warranty. Okay. So, octopuses. We were talking about how. Whoa. You don't have like direct. It's like it's a little strange. I'm just trying to rotate the camera and it rotates the board, but it like rotates it opposite of the way you. Oh, okay.
Well, that's going to come in handy.
Yeah.
Talk about octopuses after this.
I could get used to this.
I'm so worn out. I feel like I had to sprint the whole way here.
Huh. Seems like operating the board saps a lot of energy from Bienfu.
Even still, this board gives us a strategic advantage. Brave here will just have to bear a little exertion now and then.
Yeah, Brave. Buck up.
I believe in you. Be brave.
Ah! Stop calling me that!
Oof. So anyway, so they were talking about what is it called when you ferment a alcoholic beverage, and that's something that us as humans we had to learn over years and years and years and years and years. And it was like over many lifetimes, like someone left something out in the sun, and then someone tasted it, and they were like, "Oh, this actually tastes pretty good," and then like to pass that knowledge on to their generations, and then they found a process to actually make it so we can actually make shit out of it, and yada yada yada. So anyway, what I'm getting at is, octopuses don't have that luxury. You see, a lot of people when they turned and they're like, "Oh, the next smartest thing from humans is dolphins." I don't know how true that is, but I know that octopuses are also extremely smart. And they've like done things like shoot out cameras in their tanks before, so that people can't see them, so they can sneak out and shit like that. So octopuses are extremely smart, and a lot of times, like, some very smart octopuses have done some really cool stuff that I can't really pull examples from right now because I can't really remember it, but I do remember reading stuff about this. And basically, octopuses, when they have young, they leave their young very early on. They don't continue on with them or whatever. They just kind of have them, and then they're like, alright, see you later. So their young doesn't stick around a lot. And what I was reading basically said that if they built, like, if they almost built like a society, or if like they stuck with their young for longer than however they do, then they could actually pass stuff on like traditions like us human do, and they might actually be like the world leaders in terms of like intelligence compared to humans. And I was like, that's kind of interesting. Just thinking that the only reason that octopuses aren't, you know, the world leaders is because they just don't have society. They just kind of ditch each other, and most octopuses live by themselves, and yada yada yada.
Is everyone all right?
It's like, if octopuses decided to live together, then they could pass on the knowledge to each other, like, you know, I'll ferment this bottle and it will turn into something better, and then all of a sudden they could become pretty smart. And I was like, oh, that's pretty neat. I don't think it was more of a scientific fact. I think it was more of a theory. I think the theory was that, like, if they'd stayed together, then we would at least be having a competition for the smartest species on the Earth. It's like, huh, that's pretty neat. I wonder if the same thing applies to dolphins. I'm thinking about this, but I think dolphins actually tend to stick together, so, or not stick together, but tend to, like, be friendly to each other at least. The thing about octopuses, I think they're all like, it's a dog-eat-dog world for octopuses. I don't know. It was just something that's interesting to me. And I thought, well, could people, like, run scientific experiments where they, you know, we have octopuses in aquariums, which that's another thing that I could talk about for a while. Did we get a plant that I didn't pick up? That I didn't use, I mean. But it doesn't look like it. What was I gonna say? Because we have octopuses in aquariums, which is, like, another thing I could talk about. You know, aquariums mistreat animals, and zoos mistreat animals. I'm not gonna get into that right now, how false that is, but basically the gist of it is zoos and aquariums take in animals that usually can't live in the wild for whatever reason, and they try to nurse them back to health. But anyway, I was thinking, like, maybe they could take octopuses in an aquarium, kind of try to have them live together, see what happens. Maybe they won't kill each other, I don't know. And just keep running it for like a few hundred years, and maybe they'll kind of start forming society. Who knows? Yeah, it's kind of interesting that because us humans can't live by ourselves for like a long time, we basically grown intelligent because we had to take years and years to grow up.
Let's retreat. We've got no
Well, octopuses, they grow up pretty fast, and because of that, they don't have to be together very long, and so they're intelligent.
Oh, you're up for it?
What? What are you doing? She's right. Fighting this creature is a good way to end up dead. Oh, sorry.
Well, no turning back now.
Do you want Cthulhu? Because that's how you get Cthulhu. Yeah, but would octopi have anime? They'd have human, they'd have penis porn. No more tentacle porn allowed. They have to have penis porn. Shelter's a singer? That's a lot. Oh my. How did that tail hit me? Excuse me? Alright, well, I want to use Velvet's Mystic Art, but Game said fuck yourself. After Roger gets one, I'm going to swap him out with. So weaknesses are just normal and fire? Okay. Oh, okay, it's not an actual fight.
Yep. This one definitely puts up a better fight than your average demon.
Is there any hope of actually defeating this thing?
I'll do whatever it takes. That's my way. Savine!
Yeah. I see you're out for blood, as usual. You knew, didn't you, Eisen? Out of my way.
You knew.
What? Are you protecting the dragon?
She's not a dragon!
Huh?
Back off, or I'll make you back off.
Damn, it got away.
That hurts, babe. Here we hadn't seen each other in so long. Hold it. Is that dragon someone you knew? I told you, she's not a dragon.
So, it seems old Check Out My Pecs and the dragon have some kind of close ties.
Did I
Oh,
hear
check out my pecs.
talking about a dragon here?
I know what I said.
But how could that be?
When Malachim are tainted by malevolence, a dragon is what ultimately results.
So you're saying that dragon was the Veed once knew?
She must be who he was praying for back in town.
Yeah, most likely.
But do Malachim put out malevolence like humans do?
No, not by themselves they don't. But if one remains in contact with humans or demons who do, it will eventually taint her, and she will become a dragon.
What about you, kiddo? You feel anything weird after you got thrown into the Earth Pulse at the Empyrean's throne?
I did, yeah.
Can't say I'm surprised. The air there was thick with malevolence being sent on its way to Enominat.
If I'd stayed there, I might be a dragon too.
Is having a vessel not enough to prevent a Moloch from transforming?
A vessel can reduce the effect, but not eliminate it. By stripping their Malachim of consciousness, the Abbey exorcists seem to be able to inhibit the transformation. But nothing in this world is guaranteed.
Can a dragon ever be changed back into a Moloch?
Nope. Just like with demons, there's no going back.
Do they still hold on to some part of who they were?
You saw that dragon. What do you think?
Well, that's...
But Zavid still won't kill it. Must be his creed at work.
Eisen, listen. Whatever business you and Zavid have with that dragon, I don't care. Do what you have to. But I won't tolerate you getting the rest of us involved in it again. Do I make myself clear?
You've got it.
Good. Now, let's get back to the Therian hunt. We'll regroup in Titania.
If what Eisen... then could I wind up as a dragon someday? Or Eisen too?
I don't know.
Oof. I love the lore behind dragons in this game and Zestria. Does this game take place before or after Zestria? That's my question. Like, is it a leading up to, or is it a after the fact? Because this one introduces the man stares into the world, kinda. I don't know, Zestria could have happened in that whatever year gap that before Berseria kind of started. Like after the prelude or whatever. 7 years or something. 1,000-ish years before. Okay. That's a long time. Aizen is in Zestria as a dragon? Oh. Oh. Germ to Titania. Okay. Are any of the other cast members of this game mentioned in Zestria, considering it was made before, but it's technically a sequel, I guess? It's after it. Because I know most Tales of games are like separate from each other, like Final Fantasy-esque. Where is the thing here? I can't use my skateboard here. Oh, I see it. Doesn't show up on the map though. Interesting.
Toidles, keeping tight circles. Oh, perfect timing, Aizen. I's got a letter for you.
A letter?
Did you get a reply to that letter you sent? What's it say? What's it say?
I know everything that you've done. Repent for your horrendous deeds, you monster.
What did you do, Aizen?
No idea. There's no sender written on here either.
Who would write something so awful?
Who cares? If I gave a damn about other people's feelings, I wouldn't be a pirate.
I suppose that's true.
Forget about it. What's the status of the other stuff?
The Palmier made it just fine. But we've run into some troubles finding the Nordals. My deepest apologies.
What are Nordals?
Nordals used to be given out by Empyrean temples. If you collect a set of 4, you find happiness. Oh, so they said. Nowadays, there's only 4 left. Red, blue, green, and black. Even worse, nobody hardly knows nothing about them.
Dolls of the Empyreans. Do you think they're like that one we saw of Aminoch in that shop in Isolt?
Kind of. But these are less gloomy looking and more, how can I describe it?
Something like a quiet radiance?
A quiet radio. That's perfect!
I think I get it.
I'd never have pegged you as a collector of religious claptrap.
I'd never have pegged you in
Think they'll help
sentence.
keep the Reaper away?
Probably not. But in the off chance they actually work, they'll keep her safe.
Hey, that letter Eisen sent off earlier was addressed to a woman, wasn't it?
Our little Laphicet is growing up.
No, I wasn't implying she was his girlfriend. Her writing just seemed more mature, and...
It's nothing like that. She's my younger sister.
I didn't know you had a sister.
She's the only family I have left. She and I live apart for various reasons.
I'm guessing your death curse is one of them, huh?
Paggigalo!
So that's why. I'd be happy to help you look for those dolls, Eisen.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay then. Thanks.
I saw Benwick and the other crew members get into a serious fight over whether cats or dogs were better. I don't get what the big deal is.
I can't believe you could say such a thing! No conflict is more perilous than the one that has dogged mankind since the dawn of civilization! In the shadow of every war are the battles of dog lovers and cat lovers. Between each side lies a divide, maybe not all that deep, but unbridgeable all the same. I'd say we're lucky that the squabble you saw didn't escalate into anything more serious.
I had no idea it was such a big deal. So what side do all of you fall on?
I am, without a doubt, a cat person. Cats and witches have a long history together.
Personally, I prefer dogs because they can cohabit with humans while following rules. But I like cats too, because they're cute.
What about you, Rokuro?
Shigure liked cats, so I don't. But I like dogs even less. Always wagging their tails for their masters.
I feel the
An
same
asshole.
way. Dogs will trade anything for food. Learning tricks, wagging their tails, getting friendly, and in time, even forgetting to howl.
An asshole.
That's too cynical. Dogs make efforts to please humans so that we can live together. They're friendly and compassionate creatures.
Then does that make you a cat person, Eisen?
Actually, I like squirrels best. When I lived with my sister, the nearby forest had lots of nice, fluffy squirrels that would let me pet them.
This isn't about squirrels. It's about cats and dogs. You have to pick a side.
If I had to choose, yeah, it'd be cats. There's something lovable about the way they act, especially when you spoil them.
Oh, but can't spoil dogs. Fuck you, Eisen.
What about you,
Fuck you.
Velvet? Cats or dogs?
Dogs. They don't betray you.
Oof.
You always have to be
What
so
the
sweet,
fuck?
don't you?
So Velvet
What
and
cat
Velvet
has
like
betrayed you in the
dogs,
past?
while Magilu and Eisen prefer cats.
And Rokuro doesn't care for either one. That makes you our tiebreaker, kiddo. The fate of this showdown is in your hands.
It is?
Now that you're no longer the Abbey's dog, perhaps you're thinking of being one for Velvet's column?
What has that got to do with anything? We're just talking about which animal we like.
If you're getting so angry over this, he's going to have no choice but to pick dogs.
I just told you.
No more fighting! This is clearly getting out of hand, so why don't you all agree that you're Bienfu people and make up already?
And what makes you special enough to have Bienfu people?
Because I can be loyal like a dog, but also do my own thing like a cat. If you pick me, everybody wins.
Kill him.
I don't think it works that way.
Can we kill Bienfu, though? Woo! And we didn't get the treasure?
Scout ships.
Are you actually shitting in my cornflakes? Think they'll skate around in the towns? Nice.
I guess a dragon was a bit much to take on, even for the Reaper. You should get some rest.
We all should. I'll just get the crew started on readying the ship for our next departure.
Alright, you go do that. Laphicet, you should get some rest too.
I'm fine. It's more important that I focus on finding an actual Therian this time. I'm going to take another try at sensing the Earth Pulse points.
You're as stubborn as ever, Fee.
I like her calling him Fee, because it just makes me think of Skyward Sword. Bang! Listen, seeking drinks from my emergency stores. I won't yell at you, just be honest. You say you won't yell, but we know you will. I promise I won't, I just want to know the truth. Now you're gonna yell once you know who it was, I'm positive. I said I'm not gonna yell! Trust me, you will. If I say I'm not gonna yell, I'm not gonna yell. Get the wax out of your ears and listen. See, you're yelling already. I'm glad I didn't tell you I did it. Classic, dude. Classic. Oh, wait, hold on. Go listen to the skipper and rest up. Don't worry, we'll take care of the ship. Sam, I got a little shut eye too. Bantry, can you give me the usual lullaby suite so I can sleep like a babe? Yeah, do I have to sing for 3 hours straight every night? So Lamphy said, I saw him heading down the lower cells earlier. And Malachim are tainted by human-generated malevolence. They are transformed into dragons. The Exorcist used Malachim. How could they be unaware of such a thing? If Lord Artorias knows, why would he keep it a secret? Check out where to go. With the captain gone, the skipper's had to carry a heavy burden on his back, but now he has friends to watch out for him. Grateful you've been around. Don't tell him I said any of that, though.
Hey, Kuragane, let me ask you something.
More complaining, is it?
It makes sense for him too. Come on.
Every time I turn around, Velvet or one of the pirates is telling me to go make some delivery to some island. I can never get a break.
Isn't that just a sign they think you're a dependable guy?
Maybe, but I don't see them sending you off on errands. It's like they take one look at your face and decide to leave you alone.
I don't have a face.
Oh, right, sorry. The slip of the tongue.
Maybe you just don't know how much work I do around here. It's more than you think. Anything to do with iron, I do it. Making tools, repairing things. What do you take me for? Some kind of cheeky freeloader? I don't even have cheeks.
You're too funny. But doesn't it ever annoy you to have all these kids giving you orders?
I've spent my entire life thinking of nothing but forging swords. It's been centuries since I've interacted with youngsters like them. They can be a hassle, but at least it's a
His shoulders are blushing.
Yeah,
Oh my
that's what
fucking
I thought
lord.
at first. So I went along with whatever they asked. But I've been too nice, so they keep pushing work onto me. Maybe if I hadn't been so helpful, they would have stayed out of my face like they stay out of yours.
I don't have a face.
That's not the point. Aren't you even listening to what I'm saying here?
You need to make up your mind. You and I got on this ship alongside these people. who are putting themselves in great danger in order to live the lives of their choosing. If you don't like it, then go on and get off this ship with your tail between your legs.
I don't have a tail, I see.
Yeah, except I don't have a tail right
Told
now.
you. Oof. And they fucked off.
Did you ever figure out if that bug was a stag or a rhinoceros beetle?
Actually, I still haven't really looked into it.
Why not? Weren't Rokuro and Aizen pretty curious to find out too?
They're why I haven't. They both have really strong opinions, and they both make a believable argument. And if I determined it was a new kind of beetle entirely, my decision would change the very course of their fates.
Their fates? I think you're exaggerating things.
Hey, what are you guys talking about?
We're still hashing out what that Rhino-Stagros really is. Kiddo here's holding off on his final decision because he's worried about how you'll take it.
You're both adults. Can't one of you just give in so we can move on?
It's a rhinoceros beetle. I'm not backing down on that.
No, it's a stag beetle.
Why not just take off the pointy bits? Then we can all agree it's just a plain old beetle. Simple.
Sounds good to me.
Don't even joke about that. If you took away my swords, I wouldn't have anything left. Same thing goes for a stag beetle and its pincers.
And taking away a rhinoceros beetle's horns is disrespectful to its way of life, and to even suggest it is just plain wrong. No, if we're going to argue it out over this, we need to exhaust every possible angle before coming to a conclusion. It's the right thing to do.
Madam Eleanor! Here's that field guide to rare insects of Midgand you wanted me to get you.
Thanks, Bienfu. Surely this book will have something about that bug. Yeah, here it is. This beetle's real name is... Argonathocrassus, the thick-jaw beetle.
It's named for its jaws? That must make it a stag...
It's a drone beetle. The field guide says it's a really rare variety, too. I guess that's that.
No, you're wrong. It's a brand new species. I call it the Laphicet Rhino-Stagros. That's my decision, and I'm not backing down.
Jesus. Do, 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 do. As I walk these hallowed Titania halls, I decide. Why did we decide to get this massive fucking base so I could maybe just gone with a smaller one? Oof. Just gonna ride skateboard around in the halls now. You're not gonna take it. No, we're not gonna take it. I want to fucking die. Oh my lord. Oh, I was about to fucking shoot myself. No. No, I refuse. If the world refused to change, the future refused to change. Pomona is sleeping in the back. One moment she was eager to cheer for herself, but then suddenly became crestfallen. We better have a good night's sleep. Let's all go fishing tomorrow and feed Pomona all the best sashimi she's ever tasted. They're so difficult to deal with. If it was Benwick or one of the other whimpering, a solid whack would get him straight, but that's beastly. Of course it is. You'd think I'd be a pirate if I knew how to treat little girls. Mommy, she must be lonely. That's my voice. She must be lonely. Losing her family is hard. She doesn't know she's lost it because everyone's fucking lying to her at this point, but you know. Like, are we gonna start using these cells for storage or something? Like, come on, boys. Have, like, the bottom cells be the jail and have those middle cells be, like, storage. Start moving stuff on, moving stuff out, start storing stuff. Sorry, my tongue has a fucking canker sore on it right now, so I might speak retardedly a little bit, but it's all by accident. Yeah, having canker sores in your tongue is a lot of fun. On your tongue is a lot of fun. Let me tell you. Can't eat without feeling fucking pain. Can't talk without feeling fucking pain. Yeah, I've had constant pain this whole time, by the way. Just kind of ignored it. But yeah, it's really annoying. I've had it for a few days now. Yesterday it wasn't as bad, but I still had it.
Too hard now, Laffy said. You hear me?
I hear you. I just...
I told everyone I could find the Therians, but I've only sent us to the wrong places.
Aizen, is there any way to boost Amalok's powers?
I guess it's okay for me to tell you this. The majority of Malakim today have their consciousnesses sealed away to be used as mere tools for the exorcists. But originally, Malakim were beings who received prayers from people, and in return bestowed their blessings upon nature and mankind.
So you're saying that when humans pray to a Malak, the Malak receives great strength?
Yes, in general at least. Some Malakim, like me, buck the system and bring about misfortune rather than divine grace.
Oh, that's unfortunate. But who would ever pray to me?
Maybe you didn't lead us to any Therians, Fee, but it's not like we came back empty-handed. We found Orichalcum to use against Shigure, and we also learned we can hold our own against a dragon.
Well, I don't know about that.
Velvet.
So where should we go next, Fee?
Northgand! There's a big Earth Pulse point north of Helavis.
Works for me. Aizen?
We can leave whenever you want. Doesn't matter to me.
And I'm all set. Let's make our way to the harbor.
When I say prayers, I don't mean outright worshipping. All I'm talking about are earnest thoughts and feelings directed at you.
I see. So I'm already receiving prayers then.
Oof. Well, now we gotta go all the way fucking back, because every time this game makes me go all the way down to our fucking old cell. This time we have the skateboard, so it's not gonna take as long. That's partially also the reason I haven't been talking when we're in the long gaps, because it kind of hurts a little bit on my tongue right now.
These ruins. In light of everything we know, I'd say it's highly likely we'll find a Therian there.
Let's hope.
Then we should make our first stop, Port Helives.
With the mischief we got into last time, getting into the city might prove difficult.
Benwick, how are things in Helives right now?
That shipping guild that used to handle our mooring is pretty much toast. But for some reason, the Abbey isn't watching the port as much as they once were. Unfamiliar ships have been hauling in relief supplies, so if we pose as one of the transport ships, I think we can slip in. And if we divert some supplies to an unofficial channel, we might be able to secure a new mooring partner.
Smuggling in relief supplies for our own disaster. Cheeky bastards, aren't we?
It's what'll get us in.
That much is true. It's a plan.
Roger. I'll get right on it.
What did I miss?
Eleanor,
Nothing
Abbey
much.
exorcists don't pray to their tethered Malachim, do they?
You mean something besides our oaths?
An oath is a magical formula that grants you power in exchange for binding you to a rule, right?
Yes, though that is simplifying it a bit.
When Malachim receive human prayers, they bestow their blessings upon people and nature. Eisen told me that we Malachim grow stronger when humans pray to us.
Prayers and blessings? I've never heard of that. I used to think the same way as the other exorcists. Malachim are merely tools that allow us the use of arts.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
But Inominat is different. The exorcists all worship him. They have faith in his mighty power. And not only that, the people of this nation pray to the Empyrean for salvation, just as Artorias instructs them.
Ah, I get it now.
See the wheels turning, do you, kiddo?
Huh?
Artorias founded the Abbey within the existing Church of the Empyreans, so that he could direct the people's thoughts towards Inominat, so that even while they lionize Artorias as their savior, they're made aware of Inominat's presence behind him.
Everyone starts believing in Inominat. The prayers of the entire world go to him, becoming his power.
After the centuries-long decline of Empyrean worship, he becomes stronger than anyone today could imagine.
The pieces do fit. Oaths, prayers, blessings, the demon blight.
So much in this world is affected by matters of the heart. They hold magical power, both effective and meddlesome.
We are truly going up against the rest of the entire world, aren't we?
Don't look so troubled, Eleanor. I'm gonna do my best to get stronger, so believe in me. I am a Malak after all.
Oh, Laphicet, you've become so brave so quickly.
Have I?
But you're still cute when you get embarrassed.
Hey, why's your face so red?
Huh? My face isn't red.
Hmm?
Look, he has reading glasses and everything.
Hey, Eisen. What's it feel like to get a letter?
I don't feel anything, nor do I want or need to.
Well, he looks pretty happy there, buddy. You fucking liar.
Huh? Why not?
Don't be so shocked. Look, it's just an invoice from the turtles. What's the big deal anyway? Do you wish you get letters too?
Yeah. But I don't have anyone to send letters to. Let alone anyone who would send me any.
Laphicet, I've got a letter for you.
What? Really? Who could it be from? The sender is... Bienfu?
Yup, yup! You got a letter from yours truly! I figured you'd be wanting someone to send you a letter right about now, so I wrote one up for you. What do you think? You're happy, right?
Oh, yeah. Thanks, Bienfu.
I'll even read it for you. Dear Malak Laphicet, I hope that this letter finds you in good health and high spirits. Thankfully, I'm doing well myself, with no major changes to report.
Bienfu's taking all this so seriously. It's so rare to actually see him like this.
As you're aware, I've been spending my days ironing Magilu's outfits, sewing her buttons, and washing her hat and tremendously long socks. Recently, however, I made the mistake of remarking to her that she might not have been quite as slender as she once was in her younger years.
She hung me upside down from the roof in the middle of the cold. I nearly became a frozen Normansicle. It was so horrible that I couldn't stop my tears from flowing down my little cheeks.
There's the Bienfu we know and love.
But all you wrote about in that letter was yourself. And you even read it out loud yourself.
That's okay. Thanks, Bienfu. It feels nice to get a letter.
That's so kind of you to say. I think I might cry again.
Oh, thank fucking God we're out of that.
We've loaded everything bound for Helaviz. With that much trade, I doubt anyone will suspect us.
Any idea who can give us cover for docking?
Not anyone in particular, but recently the power and influence of the Helaviz Fishermen's Guild has caught my eye.
The Fishermen's Guild, huh? Let's bring them some extra relief supplies. Fuel, drink, and as for the drink...
12-year-old amber draft. The sailors of Helaviz have an eye for the stuff.
You heard that from Dial, I take it. He's got a sharp eye.
He took a bottle in payments, but I say we turn a blind eye to it. We thought we were the best at this kind of thing, but having him around has been a real eye-opener.
Okay, but tell him if he takes a second, he'll pay for it. Eye for an eye.
Aye. I'll keep an eye on him so that he doesn't sneak off.
How many times can we make them say "I" in 3 sentences? Like, what the fuck? Thou may be a demon, but I don't mind having him around. Listen to me praising a demon. Is that too sacrilegious even for a pirate? We're kind of fighting the religious institution, so no, I'd say.
The supplies are loaded. We can make for Helaviz whenever you want.
That was fast.
If we weren't hard workers, we wouldn't be sailors.
Maybe the tears went up his cheeks. I don't know.
Oh, what's wrong, Kamoana?
She said she had a dream about her mom.
When Mommy saw me, she said I looked scary. That she didn't want a scary little girl like me.
Your mother would never say that, sweetheart.
But how can you be
'Cause I'm your
sure?
mama now.
Well, how do I put it? I know because I know.
You're just lying to make me feel better.
Aw, Kamawana, don't cry.
Oh, this is the part I hate about little kids.
I'm not a little kid. I hate you, Velvet. I hate
That's
you.
right, let it all out.
Stop it! Stop it! Mommy! I saw my mommy! She didn't want me!
She managed to cry herself to sleep.
They're not rational.
Kamoana's adorable, but her lollybait design is a little off-putting.
I guess you could say that. He usually kept himself together when he was younger.
No comment.
But when he was really little,
I find her kind of annoying, and
and on that note,
do not mind
take off
not
what we can.
having her here. I was gonna make a comment when she started fucking crying. I was like, man, imagine if we fucking didn't bring this character back.
I leave Kamoana in your care.
I'll do what I can, but kids as sweet and honest as her are harder to deal with than corrupt bureaucrats.
An outlaw prince and a talking lizard are no replacement for a mother.
I wonder what's gonna happen. She's totally not gonna adopt her or anything. Totally not what it seems like is gonna happen.
I do hope Kamoana isn't crying anymore.
You went on this whole fucking ship and you couldn't say that while you were going across the sea? You have to wait till you got over here?
long is it going to be before you send in another exorcist to replace Lady Teresa?
With these demons clamoring at our gates, none of us feel safe anymore.
You have our deepest sympathies, but we were sent here on a different mission.
That's what the last exorcist who came here said before leaving for the north. What could be up there that's worth all that attention?
Surely we're not all being punished by the Abbey for what happened with Medusa, are we?
That is not the case. Now, if you'll excuse us, we have business to attend to.
Bugs on my fucking computer screen. These little tiny bugs that like the light. They're assholes.
So the exorcists are just passing through town and heading straight north. Odd.
Shows your flame started around the capital is reaching critical levels. Exorcists using their arts to help wherever they can, but will it be enough? Only place you can find to do stuff now is Mount Calarius. The port isn't rebuilt.
Ever since the Calamity showed up, everything's just gone to pot, I say.
Calamity?
On to pot.
What do you mean?
I mean the demon who barged in and made a mess of our fair city. She's a nasty creature of pure evil, with an arm that eats anything that gets in her way.
Haven't you heard of her? The Calamity's been rampaging across the whole kingdom, not just here. Scant few have seen her and survived.
Huh. You don't say.
After the Calamity raised our ships and our port, the shipping guild fell apart, and our trade routes got poached by other ports. It's bad. The town relies on trade to make ends meet.
People are abandoning the city, and our streets are no longer safe. Not to mention the demon blight spreading again. Just the other day, a little kid turned into a demon. Just like that. What a world! What a world!
What have the exorcists been doing during all of this?
Well, Lady Teresa was in charge of this region, but she came up short against the Calamity and got a fat demotion for her troubles. Several new exorcists have been reassigned here, but once they arrive, they all traipse right off to the ruins up north.
This has to be Medusa's fault. If she hadn't gone and done something so stupid...
Medusa?
That's enough. This isn't something for outsiders to know.
You're right. Sorry. I'm really worried about what's going to come of this town.
It sounds like Hellafeast isn't what it used to be these days.
We need to ask around and find out more about what's going on here.
Agreed. Especially regarding the Abbey and those ruins. I'm also curious about this Medusa woman.
The ruins part makes sense, since the Earth Pulse point might be there. But why do you care who Medusa is?
Just a hunch. Something tells me she's worth looking into.
You're not gonna look into this Calamity chick? She sounds like a real terror.
Yeah, I think I'll pass. I already know plenty about what makes her tick.
Are you all right, Madame Eleanor? Don't let those people get you down.
I'm fine. Thank you for your concern. But could you not do that thing where you blow air on me to dry my tears?
All right, I'll just pat your head then.
That won't be necessary either. But really, things are in a terrible state.
The town burned, the guild ruined, the abbey all but gone. It won't be a functioning port for some time.
You can't fault them for being upset. They had it real good here until we came along. Those Hellavesians were like spoiled children.
How so?
Elavise was once a tiny fishing village. The bountiful northern seas provided plenty enough fish to sustain their trade. But Flamestone gave
Don't
them
forget
an
to
easy
go
way to
talk
get
to the
rich.
Teresa fan.
Once they got a taste, they
Ooh.
abandoned their old craft.
And now they're paying the price. But I've heard that the cooling temperature has covered half the northern sea in ice drift.
I don't know who the fuck that
making
is.
fishing much more difficult.
But the drifting ice carries tiny organisms, enriching the waters where it melts. The fish should be more plentiful than ever.
I suppose you may have a point.
We're ones to talk after what we did, but taking the easy path, then complaining as soon as it gets hard, that seems...
Spoiled, yes.
You said it, Laphicet.
I think my appetite's getting a little overindulgent, too.
Just say you're hungry, you bitch.
That's not a bad thing. Just means you're healthy.
Giant squid come to these waters in this season. Should I ask Benwick to fish some up?
Yeah, and some normal octopuses, too.
This calamity is us, isn't it?
Well, we've been waging war with the Abbey everywhere we go, and now we're about to take it to a new level.
If we pull the next Therian off of the Earth Pulse point, it'll likely be Kamoana's village all over again.
The same devastation?
Ooh. I wonder if there's something worse than calamity that they can call us.
This is no laughing matter.
People turn into demons in part due to their own malevolence. It's not like they're entirely innocent. But if there's someone out there who's being forced to act as Inominat's mouth, like Kamoana was, isn't saving them the right thing to do?
I cannot argue with that, but...
You don't have to worry. I'm the one who will devour the barrier. And I'm the one who will do what needs to be done.
No, we're gonna go to that so we can get the next area already. We can't get the fucking treasure from that area apparently. Oh, I don't want to do slash beat. Chamballoon. Maybe I do want to do slash beat. I don't know what slash beat is.
Here I come.
Come on, really?
99 coins, that's it? I forget what this is. I remember.
That all you got? That all you got?
Come on, really?
Here I come.
I need to find out one that makes me actually go far.
I'm ready for this.
Oh, damn it.
This fight is over. I'm ready for this.
Why? You had it.
This fight is over. I'm ready for this.
There we go.
This fight is over.
Oh, still only earned 110. How many coins do I have? That's enough to get a new outfit, I guess. We could also get Bienfu hat, dude. You get different geoboards? Oh no. I don't know if the tail really works with that, to be honest, but I actually do.
I'm ready for this.
Ah, the music changes, I see.
This fight is over. I'm ready for this. This fight is over. I'm ready for this. Not yet. This fight is over. I'm ready for this.
Do 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 do.
This fight is over.
Alright, that's enough for now. The docks and warehouse has been repaired, but most of the ships, they're burned and sank. Yeah, the docks are useless with wreckage blocking them. The waters are so cold we can't do anything. Absolutely nothing is going right. It's because of the calamity. I wish there was some way to round up all the fools that fight against the Abbey so they could be punished. I think they'd have like a harder watch on this place because, you know, someone burned it down before or whatever. What the fuck happened back here? And they would see where the ship, but all the others had to be scrapped. Those damn demons. Don't they understand that ships are a sailor's livelihood? Is that what makes them demons?
The demon attacks have ground trade to a halt. But people are slowly starting to fish again.
Are you a fisherman too?
Aye. This town got swept up in the recent trade boom. But back when I was a young lad, this was a fishing port through and through. Ever since the shipping guild took over the docks, all of us fishermen got muscled out. Making this a commercial port has helped the town grow. But a lot of people weren't so happy with the guild.
It's too bad everyone couldn't just work together.
Once money gets involved, people change. That's true no matter what age you live in. The people know it's the ones making the money who lead the charge. But we follow anyway. It's human nature. I hope everyone changes their minds once we start rebuilding. But who knows what will happen.
Demon blight keeps spreading like this. It won't matter how hard we try to rebuild. Nah, we'll find a way to make it happen. I'm well connected, so I'll be able to get my hands on the dosh we need, no problem. See, it's a scarf. The red scarf. Demons that attacked this village went on to conquer Vortigern and even kidnap Prince Percival. What monsters! We're lucky we survived at all. Oh my, why did I say that? I started with oh my and then I moved on. Don't mind him, he's been like that ever since the fire at the docks. Oh. That's right, all the cargo in the storehouse burned up. The only thing I have left is my money. What am I supposed to do now? Well, it ain't this a sight. The merchants filled up the harbor so there wasn't room for us fishermen, and now it's all gone up in smoke. That's what greed gets you. Maybe the shipping guild will see sense now that the glitter of gold isn't blinding them. Oh, get off your high horse, will you? We all need to pitch in a rebuild, or do you think the heat of the envy will keep you warm through the winter? I just remembered. Talk to the promoter in Heloise. Oh, damn. And this is up here. Collects black Nordals. That's down in Port Cadix, okay. Remember this place. Deja vu. I have been in this place before.
And repent your wicked deeds.
Are you talking to me?
Yes.
Does he have one with everyone?
Eyes that would belong on the Reaper's face.
Oh?
I'm sorry for bothering you, sir. If you don't have anything you need to confess, that's fine.
No, actually, there is one thing I'd like to get off my chest.
Of course. Go right on ahead.
This all happened a long time ago. But this Turtles brought over a painting by the master artist Beryl Benito. It was a gorgeous work of art. Too beautiful for words. The price was a little steep, but I couldn't help myself. Only later, I found out it was a total fake.
So, you want to repent for letting yourself be guided by worldly desires?
No, buying it was my decision. I don't have any regrets. Even if the painting itself was fake, my heartfelt admiration for its beauty was real.
What are you going on about?
Did you say something?
No. Then for what do you wish to repent?
The truth is, When I saw that painting, I didn't have enough money on me. So I swiped 100 gold from my little sister's hidden savings. That's the one part I wish I'd done differently.
I see. Fear not, my son. No matter what the Empyreans may decide, I know your sister would forgive you.
I hope so.
He has more to say. Oh, let's talk to everyone else real quick. Dial's with the demons that attacked the town. He's still alive. That means we have to kill him. Fear not, the demon known as Dial is wanted throughout the land. The Abbey will make sure he meets the end he deserves. My husband had to leave to earn money in the capital since support was ruined and we only just got married. Curse those demons. They can't be destroyed fast enough. I pray it happens soon. Great Empyrean, please bring your justice to the demons that ruin this town. A slow, painful justice that culminates in death. Oof. Lady Teresa once gave me sweets, but she had to go away since she was beaten by demons. Do you think she'll ever come back to visit? I wish I could see her again. Are we the baddies? No, we know we're the baddies. That's what this whole game's been about. Edgy, oh, I know I'm evil. Ooh. I was gonna mention, okay. So that's another difference between this and Berserk. See, in Berserk, the main character is seen as evil, but knows his goals are noble, and in this one, it's kind of the same thing, but at the same time, they still do evil shit. And, you know, I'm not saying the main character in Berserk doesn't do evil shit, but like, I'm trying to explain this in a way that makes sense. Essentially, we as the audience know that he's actually the good guy and that what he's doing and his goal will actually bring good stuff on the world. In this story, it's not so true. You know? It's like, well, if they kill him, is everyone fucked? Like, in Berserk, it's like, well, if they kill him, no one's gonna be protected from the guys, but, like, the world might go back to the way it was, and blah, blah, blah. In this one, it's like, well, when he dies, what the fuck happens? I don't know. Different way of looking at it, I guess.
Repent your wicked deeds.
Do you mean me?
Yes. Or at least I would. But perhaps you're too young to have done anything to repent.
No. There is something. I've kept it a secret so far, but I'll confess it now.
And I shall listen, my son.
Not too long ago, I found a slug in the forest. And I read in a book that if you sprinkle salt on a slug, it'll shrink. I wanted to try it out for myself.
So you sprinkled salt on the slug. It's true, that was not a good act. But if the experience taught you to respect life and its fragility, then the slug's sacrifice was not in vain, and...
No, that's not what happened. I messed up, and I put sugar on the slug, not salt. And then... the sugar attracted a whole bunch of ants to the slug. And it was awful. I'm so sorry, Slug. You didn't deserve that.
It's okay. I forgive you. It was all a terrible accident.
There's one more thing. I wanted to see what would happen if I poured sugar water down an anthill. And... I'm sorry to you too, ants.
Kids can sure be weirdly cruel sometimes.
It's been forgiving. I remember doing the same thing. Jesus Christ.
Hey, do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Sorry, I'm busy. Try someone else.
Excuse me. My name is Eleanor, and I'm an exorcist on patrol with the Abbey. I was wondering if I could solicit your honest opinion about how this town is being run.
Oh, I didn't realize there was an exorcist with you. Yes, please tell the Abbey we want Lady Teresa back. Her governance was strict, it's true, but at least we could live in safety. Now, all the exorcists run off to the Faldi's ruins and leave us here in the lurch. They value some dusty, faraway ruins over the lives of the good, hardworking citizens here. It's just wrong. We've always been cooperative with the Abbey's demands, and now this is what we get in return.
I see. The Abbey appreciates your, candor. I'll pass your comments on to my superiors.
First and foremost, they have to protect decent citizens like us. Isn't that their duty as exorcists? Heloise is finished. I think it's time for me to try my luck in the capital. Oh, would you mind if I came with you? Not at all, but I can't guarantee everything will work out. I don't need guarantees, you silly boy. You spoony bard.
First it was the sailors, and then even a small girl caught the demon blight. I was sure it was going to start spreading through this town as well, but then...
So he sounds like someone who would get mad when I say she can't return something without a receipt.
I guess I was expecting a little more after hearing how contagious it was.
Yeah. That's a good...
Who knows?
That one was a good
I heard
voice.
This one village in East Gand where everyone caught it at once. It wiped out the entire town. I hope the Abbey develops a cure quickly. I can't wait for the day where we can live without fear.
If only I had a cure for demon blight. I'll make a king's ransom selling it. Yeah, that other voice by the woman over there was a very good voice, whoever did that.
Poor Medusa.
Are you a friend of hers?
Yeah, she used to live just down the road from me. Medusa raised her daughter Diana all on her own. And then they up and murdered the girl.
Murdered? By whom?
The exorcists. Once Diana caught the demon blight, the damned Abbey exterminated her like a rat.
How cruel.
I felt just terrible. But I suppose there wasn't much else to be done with her. But Medusa, she hated the Abbey for what they'd done. So she barricaded herself inside the sanctuary. She just kept on screaming, all like, demons have feelings too.
What happened after that?
I wouldn't have been surprised to see
Sorry to
her
laugh about that, but
executed.
it's fucking funny.
But luckily, she was spared that much. An exorcist stopped the guard who was about to cut her down. Said, don't kill her. She's receptive.
Receptive, huh?
I think that's
turned
their
into
way
Etherean.
of referring to her deep faith. Before all this, she was a real devout lady.
That was certainly kind of them.
Medusa really cherished her daughter. Can't much blame her for blowing up like that. But the Abbey, they don't care so much about feelings. Reason is all that matters.
She's the Ethereum we're going to be fighting, I guess.
They don't take kindly to people disrupting their order.
Medusa has it in her heart to repent. For the herbs in this whole fucking game haven't regrown yet at all. Oof, 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 oof. After all that happened to the demon attacks, lots of folks are complaining about the Abbey's decision. Still, I think it's part of the deeper plan by Lord Artorias. If you doubt him, you're falling right into the demon's claws. Fuck. No. Bum, 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 bum.
If you go north from Helives, you'll come upon the Faldes ruins, which are Abbey property. Mainly, it's used as a checkpoint for hauling ore that's extracted out of Mount Killerhouse. But between you and me, I hear the Abbey also uses it as a prison camp.
A prison camp? Are they capturing demons?
Heavens no! The demons they kill on sight. No, these prisoners are human criminals. Not long ago, this woman killed someone and locked herself up in the sanctuary. I hear she got hauled off to the camp.
Why do you think the Abbey would use the ruins for a prison camp?
Who knows? Maybe they need a place to deal out their harshest punishments. The Abbey's not known to be forgiving after all. But these are just nasty rumors I heard. Of course, I don't believe a word of it.
Now don't go and report what I just said, alright? Tell that's just the thing for dire times like these. Listen now to the epic of a heroic king who ended the era of darkness and united the land. I call it the Dawn of Asgard. Is that in reference to the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe? Actually, the Magician's Nephew. I think the Chronicles, and I think the Dawn of Asgard would technically try to the Magician's Nephew, which is the chronologically the first. Okay. Gets Nicola that sees around here. Frees up Helios is doing ported on it. Let's skate indoors, dude. So fair administrative ability is next to his third-rate at best. Her defeat is a blame for the hard times here. Be in serious trouble. The Abbey doesn't sense a better exorcist. You sound pretty critical of the Abbey. No, not at all. I was just speaking in jest. Have another drink and forget about it. I'm buying. Oof. 2 speech bubbles back there. I don't disagree with what the Abbey did, but I can't sympathize with them. What mother would just sit by and accept the death of her child as being the natural order of things? We have to suppress our personal feelings. If we let ourselves be ruled by emotions like pity, nobody would be able to obey the rules, would they? You're entirely correct. Yes, man, I know what she means.
Now we have demons rampaging through our towns. Northgan's really had a string of bad luck. The weather's gotten even colder. Mercio's port is blocked by an ice drift, and hardly anyone sails the North Seas anymore.
But relief supplies have made it up here, right?
It may fill our bellies, but not our hearts.
Huh?
If the Abbey truly wants to save this town, there's something we need more than
Oh, is this Teresa Finn? This is the one you wanted me to talk to?
Lady Teresa! If only I could be pierced once more by those fierce, ice-cold eyes. Punish me, Teresa, my love!
Wow.
Can we make it so that he doesn't get any more supplies?
Lady Teresa, my life is for you.
Wow.
Life is for you. A heart full of infinite sadness, I'll say it again. I love Teresa.
Hi! I was wondering if you'd let us put on a little comedy show. What do you say?
I'm putting down the
Just
controller.
try to keep it low key. I don't want to attract the Abbey's attention.
That's a tall order. Wherever we go, the boy and I have him rolling in the aisles.
The boy? Wait, you mean me?
I sure do. I'll play the straight man, you play the funny one. Don't sweat it. Even if you mess up, you'll be adorable. The audience will just lap it up. Did you memorize the script I wrote you?
Yeah, I think so.
Great! I knew you could do it.
And I was really hoping
script and adhere to its every word, you won't be very...
I was really hoping it was just gonna be her keep forcing Velvet to do it over and over again until Velvet got better at it. Damn it.
I'm not sure I can do that.
I have faith in you, kiddo. You're gonna discover a part of you that you never knew existed. Just focus on finding ways to charm our audience.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
Oh, right! Then let's get this show rolling! Hi there! We're A Boy and His Witch, your partners in comedy today! Magicazam!
We're still new to the comedy business, but we'll do our best to give you a memorable show. I'm Fee, the cute one, and this blustering witch is...
Paggigalo! Wait, who are you calling blustering?
Meow! Sorry, I just suddenly felt like doing an imitation.
An imitation? Like, of a cat?
Not just any cat, a nearby cat. Meow!
You're losing them. Time to go on our charm offensive. Roll with it, kiddo. Every slip-up is just a new opportunity in disguise.
See? It's supposed to be a pun on how cats sound and how near is pronounced. I didn't actually hear a nearby cat meow like that or anything.
He's explaining the joke? Are you going crazy, Laphicet? What good does explaining a bad joke do?
But you told me to ad-lib to try and win our audience over, didn't you? I figured maybe if I explained it to them, they'd get the joke and find it funny.
Just stop. Even if they get the joke that way, it's just going to be sad.
I don't mind that. I'm not afraid of messing things up. I just want to make sure our audience feels valued.
No, you have the right idea, but...
I guess I should mention, Paggigalo's the one who came up with the script. She just made me come and act it out.
I don't care if it made the audience happy, you just sold me out! I can't work with you like this! No way! I'd say we got a lot of ad-libbing into our routine today. How was the show?
I'll just say one thing. You need a better writer.
It wasn't me.
Paggigalo's theme makes me happy. It's a pretty good theme. I'm feeling that Fi could really get a crowd going. That alone makes him a perfect partner. Lecturers are all stationed at the Faldi's ruins north of town. It's the Abbey's decision. Complaining goes against reason.
I can't believe the demon blight has spread into the city now.
This is me doing a voice. Like a better version of me doing a voice of this character.
They were able to deal with her before anything bad happened. But the problem was that the demon girl's mother tried to hide her.
That's only human nature.
These are dangerous times. We dare not let our emotions control us. One person's selfishness could endanger the entire community.
Right.
Thankfully, an upstanding citizen noticed something suspicious and reported the child to the Abbey. But the mother went mad and killed him in retribution. And what makes it all the more lurid is, I heard the man she killed was a fellow she was actually thinking about marrying. The daughter had been dead set against her mother remarrying. You can taste the irony.
That's horrible.
She had it coming. If there's anything worse than demons, it's people who can't control themselves.
So, Diana was a girl-turned-demon who was killed by an exorcist. And her mother Medissa hated the Abbey for it. And the Abbey is using the Faldi's ruins up north as a prison camp.
It's a lot like what happened to Kamawana, isn't it?
It's natural for a mother to love her own child. To make that a crime...
What I'm curious about is the use of the word receptive to describe Medissa.
So long as there is one receptive to divine power, Therians shall be forever reborn. If our interpretation of that ancient book is right, it likely means she's receptive to Inominat's power.
Meaning they brought Medissa to those ruins where there's an Earth Pulse point, and then they made her into a Therian.
That would certainly put all the pieces together, yep. Plus, if this Therian the Abbey created already hates them, that's all the better for us.
Yeah, I imagine she'd be willing to work with us. Although, it sounds almost too easy. Did I jinx it? I just jinxed it, didn't I?
Probably.
Lots of Shadowcon fans in the crowd for that show.
Let's head for the ruins.
And don't worry, you totally jinxed it.
It was a mother and a daughter who wouldn't listen to reason, that's all. That's all.
The faulty Heloise is
Fuck.
different now, isn't it?
Maybe, but you've changed too.
True. When I first met all of you, I never could have imagined I would go on such a journey.
I could barely even think then. But then Velvet let me keep this compass. And Aizen and Rokuro taught me to be myself.
They certainly did.
And look at Dial. He's a regular part of the Von Altia's crew now.
Even Restless Bienfu and Grimoire are now part of our merry band.
Yep.
Hey, aren't you forgetting someone?
Oh, and the prince and his hawk, and Korogane and Kamawana are with us.
Listen, I've got more part in this tale than any of them.
Hush. Whatever I'd say, you'd say it doesn't matter to you.
At last you begin to understand me. Magicazam.
Oof.
Scout.
I didn't think Northgand would be this cold.
But Northgand was Teresa's territory. Wouldn't you have been here with her?
I think having my awareness controlled meant my senses were dulled as well.
I see. But the cold doesn't seem to be bothering Aizen at all. In fact, everyone else seems comfortable here.
If you shiver at these temperatures, you'll never make it on the high seas.
In my youth, I practiced the blade under the blazing sun and through raging blizzards. Besides, when I turned into a demon, extreme temperatures ceased to affect me.
The same thing happened to me. I used to hate winter, so that's some good luck.
But what of yourself? You seem to be handling it just fine.
I'm freezing, actually. I don't know how you stand it.
I loathe the cold more than anything. That's why I've armed myself with a secret weapon. I've stuck thin, yet powerful, Cuckoo brand hand warmers all over myself. I even packed them in my shoes.
Really? That sounds amazing.
I'm willing to share, if you act like a dove.
What?
Go cuckoo, like a dove.
Please share your cuckoo warmers with me. Cuckoo.
You're no Velvet, that's for sure.
Should have said oof oof. Fuck am I supposed to be going? North? Fuck these roads, yeah. There's shit down here though. No lunch has blocked the road, I'm afraid it's impassable for now. But there is shit down there. How are we supposed to get... Wait. To the storehouse, but the storehouse place was locked, so I can't even get in there. I guess I have to get it later. Oh well. Oh my lord, that's a fast buggy boy. This place?
No guards. I think it's a good thing or a bad thing.
I'd say good. We can march straight in.
March straight in. By that, I mean collect a bunch of shit on the ground. What the fuck are you?
Are we ready for this?
You two are so cool.
Don't become like me.
Don't try and imitate us, please.
Oof.
Are we ready for this?
Blades of wind, slice them!
Here's Ace! You wronged me! Here's your justice! Fight in order!
Blades of wind,
If you want to live, get out of my way.
Bounce dice. I think I'm actually going to swap out Rokuro for
Eleanor Hume.
Eleanor.
There sure are a lot of Malakim posted here.
They're probably here to protect the Therian, right?
One would assume.
The exorcist controlling them can't be far then. Be careful.
Ooh, baby. 320. Fucking eat my shorts.
I don't think we have a chance!
Nothing can stop these fists.
You're wide open. You're wide open.
You're strong, but I'm strong. Too slow.
Come on, really?
I don't think we have a chance!
Eat it! Wide open! Kill them!
Oh, moly. Those damage numbers.
Where in the world do you hide all of that paper?
Here?
Oh, I didn't think that would end it, God damn it. I thought that was all the scene really was. We might be able to see it again.
You're strong, but I'm stronger. Blades of wind.
Not even worth my time.
This is nonsense.
These ruins. This feels like a sad place.
Sad? In what way?
Sorrow permeates this place. As if left behind by people who suffered torment.
Probably after this dungeon or whatever.
I guess that's a weird impression
We'll,
to get by just looking at
book
some
off.
ruins, huh?
I'd trust my feelings if I were you. They'll often lead you to the truth of things. Besides,
Sounds at 10, yeah, I'll probably go to
what
about
you're
11.
feeling would explain
So,
a
yeah.
thing or two about these ruins.
It would?
Rather than attempting to impress visitors with beauty and opulence, the building and its passageways were built with strength and stability in mind. And that means...
They were anticipating volcanic earthquakes. And they expected that someone might turn violent in these passageways.
Not a bad observation. And what would bring such savage people to these halls? Surely they weren't just passing through.
Then this passage must have led to somewhere. Some room or structure deeper within. A prison for the worst criminals.
Okay.
Or maybe a battle.
You were within a prison.
And that's what gave you a sense of sadness.
If it was an arena, then treasure for the victors might be hidden away somewhere.
Why would it be hidden?
Well, those fighter types might not have been all that nice. And the people who built this place seem to have been the cautious type.
Hidden treasure, huh? Where do you think...
Save your speculation for another day, you two. We have a Therian to find.
Right. Sorry.
So, about that treasure...
Eisen!
Ugh. We'll talk about this later, Lafayette.
All right.
Counts dice. Mm-hmm.
I don't think we have a chance.
Too slow.
You won't get any pity or compassion from me.
So, that was a weird sound.
Are we ready for this?
I like how they keep saying, are we ready for this? And then we just fucking destroy each fight.
I did good, didn't I?
Oh.
This Nordahl. It looks a lot like Grimoire and Bienfu, but there's something different about it that I can't quite put my finger on.
I agree. Those two are positively gloomy, but this doll seems calming, yet glamorous too.
Like I said, a quiet radiance.
Yeah. You think so? I think it's more lethargic or absent-minded. Like it can't tell what's going on in its head. Either way, I'm 1,000 times cuter than that thing.
What's cute about you?
Exactly.
People who keep their faces covered are creepy.
She says wearing glasses that don't show her eyes the whole game.
No, there's definitely something off about it. It's charming, but a little ominous. Like I can never entirely be at ease around it, if that makes sense.
You think so? Actually, I think it's cute. It reminds me of a little baby.
You think this looks like a baby?
Okay, like I said.
remember when my sister was about as small as that doll. She had the tiniest little hands, and she'd try to grip my pinky as best she could.
Really?
I'd take my pinky with her fingers wrapped around it and poke her cheek, and she'd just be all smiles. I swore to myself I'd always do whatever I could to protect her. Once she got a little older and started fixing meals, lots of weird things began to happen around us. Wherever we went, she was in danger. Demons attacked us. A dragon tried to kidnap her. That's when I first realized what it was that I carried. That the cause of all my sister's pain was my blessing, my Reaper's curse.
So, you left her behind and went on your search for a way to break the curse.
Right. And that's when I met Eifried. It was from him that I first heard about the Nordals. He thought the stories about them were all just baseless rumors.
I guess we'll never know for sure unless we gather them all. But
What is it?
I think something good will happen once they're all together.
Why do you say that?
Well, because we found this doll, you shared some of your past with us. That makes me kinda happy. So I think we should get the other three, so more happy stuff happens.
Hard to argue with you there.
Hey. There we go, part of Eisen's quest. Working on it. That one face Laphicet makes me so angry. The happy face? I don't know why that makes you angry, but you got some repressed emotions there, buddy. Just Tempest ruins is probably them trouble them, blah blah blah. Okay. Oh, don't all break your armor at once. They're just tearing out of their armor to get at me. No enemies there. No. There are enemies here. I just got fucked. That's why I had 15 life bottles. I literally just survived and I already have a spell being cast on me. Okay. I just realized there are a shit ton of fucking enemies. Jesus Christ.
I still need a lot of training.
I was just checking to make sure. You never know. Oh my lord. There's a lot of big boys in this place. Oof. Oof, 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 oof. Did I actually do that right? Nice, dude. So kind of did this right by going in a weird way. Oh no, wait, this isn't unlocked yet. Hold out. Oh, come the fuck on, really? Wow, I made it pass. Alright.
How's Medusa been acting?
She's calm. It looks like letting her in on the truth worked as well as we thought it might.
Good. Maybe she'll be easier to control now.
Halt! Who are you?
Oh! Okay. Oh! Okay. Can you fuck off, though? Holy moly. Yo, the rest of my team, what are you doing? I just can't move! They just comboed me to death! Oh, the rest of my team's dying. That's what's happening. That's cool.
Disgraceful.
Alright. Items. Life bottle. There we go. Get the fuck out of here. Oof.
All right.
Show him how.
So, Medusa really is here.
But what's this about the truth and controlling her?
Did I miss the flame thing over here? Yep.
You're strong, but I'm stronger.
Oof. Thank you. Guess I'm going for the bats instead. They're wide open. Oof.
I thought we were done for.
So, some good stuff right there. Oof. All right. Moving on in. Before we go in there, let's check out over here. Just these back. Alright. I like how you can't change the camera angle when you're on this. Because I just use the right stick as another way to steer, even though the left stick is already a way to steer, but you know, haha. Alright, time to fight the boss.
A barrier! She's a Therian!
Third time's the charm, eh, kid?
Yeah.
You're Medusa? I am. And who might you be? We're like you. We carry grudges against the Abbey. And Shepherd Artorias.
It's gonna be okay. We came to get you out of here, Medusa.
There's no escape.
What? Please, don't give up. I can...
No, you don't understand. There's no escape for you. If you
Big
dare
Baps?
sully Shepherd Artorias' ideals and the light the Abbey shines upon the world,
She got
I will kill you all!
she got fucking hypnotized or whatever. That's what they were talking about when they told her the truth.
Why are you doing this?
Ready to die? Think you can die?
Alright, Aizen.
Just try. Perfect mayhem.
This isn't the boss yet, Aizen. Laffy said, I swear to fuck, if you use your fucking Mystic Art, I'm gonna shoot you in the fucking face. Thank God. I just leveled up from that. Because it uses Mystic Art. Have fun with this fight, I don't know.
That snake woman keeps summoning them. If we don't go after her directly, there'll be no end to it.
Your left hand. Don't tell me you're the Calamity.
Why are you doing this, Medusa? Why fight for the Abbey after they forced you to become a Therian?
They didn't. I became one of my own free will.
But your daughter, slain at an exorcist's hands. You must hate the Abbey for that, don't you?
Oh, I feel hate. Toward a world where demons spawn from the people's malevolence.
You know about malevolence?
The exorcist told me the truth. Diana turned into a demon because of the malevolence she radiated. I knew what I had to do. Become a Therian, and devour malevolence so that such a tragedy would never repeat itself. It matters not what dreadful form my body may take. I will revive Enominat and change this wretched world! If that's how it is, fine. We'll take you by force.
Blast away, shadows of darkness!
Going to end this! Her death will not be in vain!
This woman, she's just a grieving mother. It doesn't matter. Crush them all!
I'm just gonna kill this guy. Oh, that's a nice one. That Gorgon died. Oh, do I have to... Yeah, I have to use something. Can see a bottle, maybe? Shit, there's snakes here. I actually like her bringing in normal enemies, because I can kind of get my shit off of it. For now, at least. I fucking... Like I said, nothing beats Velvet's fucking fighting style. In my opinion. Excuse me? That was a cool ability you did there. Okay, you instantly killed Aizen again. Oh, not Paggigalo. Oh my fucking lord. That was definitely the easiest. That's supposed to be an insult? Also, I had fun with that fight. Fuck you. It wasn't that hard except for the one move where she killed everyone.
Curse you.
Luckily, Laphicet was way back in the background.
That's the name of the Demon Lord who will bring about the Age of Chaos. The unrepentant embodiment of malevolence, whose blind pursuit of self-gratification will rain destruction upon the world. The irredeemable, uncontrollable personification of human sins. An evil like you.
Demon, Therian, Lord of Calamity. Call me whatever you like. But if I'm the supposed Lord of Demons, then you're just a minion to be used as I please. Nothing more.
No, I refuse. What happened to my Diana was my fault. That's why I will fight you until my dying breath!
Stop!
Don't get in my way!
No! Enough mothers have died. I won't let you join them! Eleanor and Kamawana, they both lost their mothers too. It's a terrible thing.
Kamawana?
A little girl that the Abbey forcefully made into a Therian. Her mother tried to save her, but she failed. All she could do was to offer her own life to fill her child's empty stomach.
Kamawana's been crying ever since. She misses her mother. If you die here, I can only imagine how sad that would make your Diana.
Diana!
You don't need me anymore, Mom. I get it. You love this new dad more than your own daughter!
No! Honey, I did it for you.
She's going fucking insane.
But you really thought I stopped loving you. And The malevolence made you into a demon. It's all my fault. I'm so sorry. Forgive me, Diana.
Medusa.
She'll be all right. She's just unconscious.
Let's grab her and haul her back.
I'll place her under a binding art, just in case.
Gotta hand it to the Abbey. Very resourceful, taking advantage of Medusa's regrets like that. Making her into a Therian who would do their bidding.
It's just so cruel.
Who cares? Reason above all, no?
It's true. The way I feel goes against all reason. There's no telling what'll happen to Heliphys once we take Medusa out of here. And yet I'm doing exactly that, all on account of my own hang-ups. Even crushing Medusa's honest resolve.
According to reason, malevolence is the fault of the individual. You assume no responsibility or guilt for what happens to them.
I refuse to turn a blind eye to the consequences of my actions. I chose this path to seek the truth, not to deny it. If I'm to betray reason, then that is the very least I should do.
You're too much, you know that? You and Medusa both.
You just talk to
Don't
Medusa
overthink
for like the first
things.
fucking time.
Just blame all
How
the
can you say?
suffering
How
on
can
the
you lump her
Lord
in
of
with her?
Calamity. Makes life easier.
Velvet,
I'm not trying to cheer you up. I'm just saying it doesn't bother me. Whatever's coming, I can handle it.
Oof. Lost level 3 random skills. Nice. Oof. Where is that at? The Unicorn's Horn. It's in the Feeble Ice Caps, actually. Alright. See if he's got anything for us. You got anything for me? Therapy cat. Oh.
Hey, Eleanor. I was wondering, do you think I hurt Medusa, saying that stuff to her back there?
I suppose you might have. But I was thinking the exact same things you were. Losing a mother. It's always a tragedy.
Too bad her daughter's already dead.
glad
She's
you
just not
stepped
really
in
her
and
mother
saved her.
anymore. I mean, you don't really lose your motherhood when your daughter dies.
That Eleanor. I swear, she feels way more responsibility for everything than she needs to. You think we need to worry? What if she pushes too far and erupts with malevolence?
Malevolence is born out of many things. A prideful ego, the self-righteousness that turns a blind eye to one's inner contradictions. Eleanor is different. She's mindful of her ego and strives to confront her inconsistencies of character.
She has a purity of heart that won't be tainted by the emotions that create malevolence. No other quality is as essential for an exorcist.
So she's probably okay?
For now, at least. But human hearts can be fickle things. Who knows what the future holds?
I doubt you got anything to worry about. For most exorcists, purity is a construct of the Abbey's teachings. But Eleanor, she's the real deal.
She's not your average exorcist, I'll give you that.
Purity is handy for any exorcist. But more than that, it's a rare and precious temperament for living. Everybody's got an ego and certain internal contradictions to some degree. Facing one's own ugliness in an honest manner is never easy. To be a normal human is to live carrying malevolence. It's just how much you let it control you that varies.
I guess malevolence might just be a fact of life, huh? But Artorias can't accept that.
Ooh, hello, bug boy. Can we go past here now? Oh. I guess we'll go down here then. See if it's over here, maybe. Because that might be it, but it also might be like over in this area. No, it's that one. Okay.
Well, I don't see anything out of the ordinary.
Let's slip through town and head for
I
Titania.
mean, they did like just bring her there. She wasn't there for a while. Like, she wasn't here last time we were here, even. Guess we can't do the side quest.
So this is your secret hideout. Once I get free, you won't stand a chance. You all had better sleep with one eye open.
Look how worried I am.
Welcome back!
That's Kamoana.
She's the same age as Diana. Did the Abbey really turn someone so young into a Therian?
Medissa, please, would you be able to talk to her?
Fuck off with this.
Kamoana may be
I
a
wish this
Therian,
was a trick.
but deep down, she's still a normal little girl who misses her mother.
I should fucking off myself.
I can't do anything to console her, no matter what I try. But if it were you...
You okay? You can call me Medissa, all right? Do I scare you, honey?
A little, but not as much as Velvet and Dial. But don't you think I'm scary? I had a bad dream earlier. My mommy said I looked scary and that she didn't want me anymore.
Oh.
She would never. Your mother would never think that about her daughter.
But how do you know?
Because I'm a mother too. Mothers always love their children, no matter what. No matter if we die. No matter how the world changes. There's nobody who loves you more in the world than...
It's okay. You don't have to cry.
I hope Kamawana and Medusa won't have to feel so lonely anymore.
Yeah, trying to stop the waterworks gets old fast.
Listen, if it's not too personal, was your mother,
She's dead. I lost her when I was even younger than you.
Oh. I'm sorry to hear that.
It's fine. It just means we've got things in common. So no feeling sad and alone, okay?
Oh no, I'm fine. I don't feel lonely or anything, I swear.
What's gotten into you? You're so strange sometimes.
No, I'm not.
Eleanor, I'll have you watch over Kamawana and Medusa.
Yes, of course. I'd be honored. Thank you.
Are exorcists supposed to be so polite to a grand poobah of calamity or whatever?
Sure, why not? Besides, the Demon Lord ought to not trouble herself over such trivialities.
Velvet, Grimoire's calling for you. She says to bring Laphicet and meet her at the observation tower.
Got it.
We better get going then.
Oh, thank fucking God that shite is over.
Show him how I...
Is it alright if I stay here and live with you for a while? Okay, sure, you can live here for longer than a while if you want. Thank you, Kamawana. Keep an eye on Kamawana. You head on over to the watchtower and talk to Dr. Wallow. God fucking damn. Well, those are truly great beings. They stand higher than any king. Just make me miss my own late mother. Could you leave me for a moment? I don't want anyone to see me cry. Here's the thing. What if someone has a real shithead of a mother in real life? Because, you know, there are some out there. And they're playing through this game. They're like, well, that's the... Like, the mothers always love their children. It's like, well, are you sure about that? All I'm saying is... I don't know entirely how true that is.
Hey, do you all have mothers?
Where'd that question come from?
Well, after hearing that Velvet, Kamawana, and Eleanor all lost their parents, I just got curious.
My mother was a strict, frightening woman, but she died a long time ago.
I see.
I have no parents either, but the wicked witch who took me in said I was born from a peach that floated down the river.
Coming from you, I'd almost believe that.
And you, Eisen?
We Malakim are formed from untainted mana. Sometimes humans are reborn as Malakim, but they retain no memory of their previous lives. In other words, we don't have blood relations like humans do.
I see. By the time I was aware of anything around me, I was already tethered and being called number 2. I suppose having no mother means I don't have any memories before that. I told Medusa that losing a mother is painful, but I can't know how painful it is.
Go easy on him, Eisen. He's just a kid.
I'm just telling it like it is. But listen to me, Laphicet. You can share deep connections with other people, even if you don't have a biological family. Malakim, too, can form precious bonds. True friendships, even family.
That's right. Your words wouldn't have stopped Medusa if they weren't true in your heart.
You really think so?
I'm sure of it.
It's far better than being a witch born from a peach.
Nonsense! There's no nobler way to be born! I have an everlasting friendship with a dog, a monkey, a pheasant, and Bienfu.
I hope he's right.
Oof. Is more on the watchtower up ahead? No, she's up in the tower by the docks to the rear. She stays up late working, so she eats at night, but boy is she fuzzy. And this stock isn't made properly, she says, and so on and so forth.
You said that Malakim can have familial ties, but what makes you and your sister siblings if you're not related by blood?
Well, a very long time ago, I was born into this world from an Earth Pulse point up on a sacred mountain. I remained in that place for a long while, and then one day, she was born from the very same Earth Pulse point. Before we knew it, we had wound up living together under the same roof.
Are two Malakim always siblings if they come from the same Earth Pulse point?
No. The other Malakim were born there, but I never felt like they were my family. But something, I don't know what, was different with her. If she was sad, I'd feel sad. And if I was happy, she'd be happy too. She can be abrasive, but when she smiles, it's like nothing else. I swore to myself that whatever happened, I would protect her.
Why is there an eye in there?
I made a pendant from a stone on that
Eye in that
sacred
wrong
mountain
place.
and gave it to her as a lucky charm. Of course, she just wears it as a necklace.
And your pendant? Did she give that to you?
She had the same idea I had. She made the pendant herself and gave it to me as a good luck charm. Without either of us having mentioned a word of it beforehand, we each gave each other pendants in the same shape on the very same day. That's when I really knew that what I had felt all along was true. We were brother and sister.
Is that her in the picture?
Yeah. It's a self-portrait she drew for me on the day I left home.
Did you draw her a picture of yourself?
No. I don't exactly have an artistic side.
Well, I'm sure that if you looked inside her pendant, you'd find a portrait of the person who matters most to her.
I hope so.
Yeah, and it would be nice if it was you.
Oof. Man, Maggie, you're just so funny. So fucking hilarious.
Ah, there you two are.
Hi, teacher. Have you made
There you two
progress
are.
deciphering
6
the book?
people.
I have indeed. It turns out there was a second counting song. I've already transcribed it. Would you read it aloud for us, child?
Okay. When the 8 malevolences overflow, in the culmination of mankind's despair, Innominat will bring an end to all peoples and restore them to time immemorial. 4 Empyreans shall wield a wrathful sword and cleave the great devourer, 2 asunder to sleep beneath the earth, as scarlet moonlight illuminates the evil. The nameless Empyrean hath one heart. The nameless Empyrean hath one body.
Oh, yet more delightful material to keep us awake at night.
If I'm understanding this right, it's discussing the specific nature of Innominat? That's what I believe, yes. When the 8 malevolences overflow in the culmination of mankind's despair, Innominat will bring an end to all peoples.
So, when the world is at peak malevolence, Innominat will use that power to bring an end to all. Is that it?
He's going to wipe out all of humanity?
Is that what the Abbey is after? Is that why they've been trying to bring back Innominat?
No. Artorias is not that kind of man. His two primary ideals are the many over one, and the restoration of order through will and reason. He sacrificed Laffy to protect this world, not to eradicate it.
You mean that's who he is as far as you know, yeah? People change, Velvet. Perhaps the shepherd gave up hope. Maybe he lost faith in mankind. Fools prone to sin, endlessly generating malevolence.
He's not like that. If that's all true, then what point was there in Laffy's death?
Is there anything else in that book?
Yes and no. This copy itself is incomplete. There ought to be further pages, but they're missing. For now, I've done all I can.
There must be an original somewhere, right?
Without it, I doubt the Abbey would be plotting Innominat's revival. We can be sure they have complete understanding of their Empyrean's nature.
But this was the only copy in the Royal Villa. If the original is out there, who knows where it could be?
It's getting pretty late. Why don't we call it a day?
Yeah, let's get some rest.
Pirates may be lax when it comes to morals, but at least they do their work properly. We're all literally in the same boat. Your life is in everyone's hands, and their lives are in yours. It's a simple sort of faith. We don't obey rules written down in some book. We follow the laws of the sea. Actually sounds more troublesome overall. It looks like the survey into the currents about the island is going smoothly. Good. Now give everyone a copy of your report and pound it into their thick skulls. Bienfu, what's even under that hat? It's a very inappropriate thing to ask a Norman. Where do you get off on being so rude? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know. I mean, I do get off on being so rude. Hilarious. Striker, why don't you speak in these and thous? Seems like it'd suit your character, just not my style, I guess. Why do you speak the way you do? It's a very inappropriate thing to ask a witch. Did no one teach you basic manners? Sorry, I had no idea. Oof.
Grimoire always looks like she never wants to do any work, but despite all her grumbling, when she starts a job, she gets it done. And quickly, too. She's frank, but she still takes care not to say anything to hurt anyone's feelings. I have to say, I like that in a woman. It's charming.
Well, sorry if I'm inconsiderate and charmless then.
I didn't mean it like that. You're all still so young and have led different lives. Can't fault you for being you.
If I hear oof one more time in this stream, I'm gonna scream.
Oof! Not disagree.
That's for sure. It's true Lord Artorias has scolded my lack of composure at times.
Although I do get the impression that Grimoire has been dependable like that since she was young.
And it's a good impression at that. Old Grim's been that way since the day she was born. I hate to admit it, but her combination of insightful words and deadpan expression has charmed the hearts of many a Moloch. At her peak, she had a fan club 8,848 members strong, and her dinner shows would sell out the day the tickets went on sale. Molochim came by the droves to doze off listening to her live readings of ancient books.
Wow! I had no idea she was so popular.
Yeah, she's even a regular feature in Who's Who Among Norman.
Now that I think about it, I could see how a person could interpret her lethargy as patience, and her vague dispassion as maturity and poise. Compared to her, I'm just...
Were you just trying to imitate her?
No, I didn't mean to.
Whether you meant to or not, that kind of felt like her just now. I can see it in you, waiting to be awakened. That sophisticated charm.
Me? Sophisticated and charming? I don't know.
Try talking like her. You know how she lets her sentences trail off. This is your make or break moment here.
All right. I think I know what you mean. Here goes nothing. Oh. What do you think Laffy said? Do I sound like her?
It feels a little off, but you're definitely doing it, I think.
Aw, you don't have to grow up, Madam Eleanor. You're cute just the way you are.
You stay out of this, Bienfu!
Jesus. Is there even a... No, there's not. Okay. So we're just gonna save. I'm Dunzo boy for now.
Hey, Laphicet! Medessa let me sleep in her bed last night.
You're not supposed to talk about that in public.
She's warm for a snake lady. That's great. She's gonna help me take a bath now.
Oh,
you
man.
should come join us too. What? I couldn't. It's okay. I don't mind at all.
Hey, Kamoana. Did you know? Dial started to grow a brand new tail.
Wow.
Changing the subject.
I wanna see.
He's up at the observation tower.
Let's go see. Medessa, you too.
All right. But don't run, or you'll trip.
Immediately starts running. Well, it wasn't really that hard to fucking pacifier.
Thanks, Eleanor. I appreciate it.
Having some girl trouble, my little Malik?
I'm just glad Kamoana and Medissa are starting to feel better.
Yeah, they both still have a long way to go, but it's such a relief to see them smiling.
We've got bigger things to worry about. Hurry up and locate the next Earth Pulse point.
Oof.
Right. Okay.
Jealous Velvet.
Must you always be so blunt, Velvet?
I must, in fact. We're up against the Abbey here, and sooner or later they'll find this place.
That's true, but still.
Do we go find another hideout?
No, we'll keep on the offensive. We'll capture the remaining Therians before the Abbey finds us.
As a swordsman, I can respect that mindset.
I'm not so sure we could hold this place anyway.
I haven't seen the glasses in a
No
while.
obligation to.
I found another Earth Pulse point. It's in the eastern part of Eastgand, I think.
That's...
Oh, I knew it.
Right.
I called it.
We're headed for Eastgand.
Nothing called it. Why is Bienfu spying on us? Why is Bienfu spying on us? Bienfu, you piece of shit. The fuck was that?
When mankind's despair reaches its
Okay,
pinnacle,
we're gonna finish these last chats and then we're gonna
shall reach out
get
and
the
bring
fuck
an end
out of
to
here.
all.
So that song bothers you too?
No matter how many times I read it, I don't see any good in it.
Understanding that ancient tongue is difficult, right? Perhaps there's another interpretation? Maybe the end to all actually means an end to all human suffering, for example.
That is a possibility. But we're far too lacking in material to know anything for sure.
We need the other half of that book.
Next part,
Or
things
some
get
other
real
text
great.
on Inominat.
He isn't spying, he's talking to a bird. Okay.
Wouldn't even know where to start looking.
And don't forget that that book is just
Next part, things get real. That's great. Perfect time for us to stop.
That's an unexpectedly sharp insight coming from you.
I'm an expert at errors. When Miss Magilu made me copy magic tomes for her, I did it pretty half-heartedly.
Didn't that cause a lot of problems?
Well, when she tried to cast a spell from one of the tomes, the spell exploded in her face. It's really her own fault, though. She told me to copy 100 books in 3 days! That's impossible!
Oh, how cruel!
Cruel is right! That witch is a real devil, I tell you! A slave driver!
Bienfu, let's go somewhere a little more private, shall we?
Miss Magilu!
Hush now. There's no need to worry. I'll make it a half-hearted punishment. Not that I really care, but who ended up winning the fishing competition when we were trying to catch a Therian?
Man, that was a while ago. I lost because I came away with nothing.
No, it was a draw. As I'm sure everyone remembers, all I fished up were octopus demons. We were competing over who would catch the Therian. Demons didn't count, so my score was 0-2.
No, the loss is mine, and I'm not giving it to you.
That's not just something you can up.
I wish I was Bienfu, huh?
In fact,
Jesus
fishing up
Christ.
those octopus demons, I put everyone in danger. That should count for negative points. I lost.
Who cares? It was all in fun.
I care. Every competition must have a winner and a loser, no matter what. That's just how I see
Didn't you say it was a draw earlier?
On this one. It doesn't do anyone any good to make the final results murky.
I can't believe I'm going to do this. Aizen, your curse would mean that the odds were stacked against you from the start. That doesn't make for a fair competition, does it?
Yeah, she's got a good point. We'll just have to settle the score some other way.
What can you guys do? Play cards? Chess? What?
Cards are a no-go for me. I'll just end up drawing jokers.
And I can play shogi, but I don't know chess.
Then what about arm wrestling? Would that work?
Whoa, whoa! Having a demon and a Moloch clasp hands is just asking for trouble with malevolence.
You're both adults, so why not a drinking contest?
That's it. If we have a drinking contest, we'll be able to compete on an even playing field.
Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with that. I'll have the crew bring out the drinks.
Oh boy.
Well, that's one way of resolving it, I suppose.
Whatever gets it done. I'm not gonna complain.
If you guys are gonna have a drinking contest, you're gonna need some tasty snacks to go with all that alcohol, right?
Definitely. Let's go out and fish us some snacks.
Yeah, let's take out the little boat. We can even pick up where we left off our fishing competition.
Didn't we just figure out he can't really fish?
Jesus Christ.
We were just about to finally resolve this mess. Why'd you have to go and stick your nose into it?
What? Why are you yelling at me? I didn't do anything wrong! Bien!
Hey, get this! I was out fishing the other day, when before I knew it, I'd wound up near a Class 4 island.
Oh,
Once I
more
realized
Class
what
4.
was happening,
Fuck off.
I went. You think I'm
I haven't been able to enjoy chicken after seeing the bird creature on that island. I swear to God, Dal, if you say, my tail was regrown, and then, all of a sudden I went to a Class 4 island.
Something. No way I'd want to go to prison here, but it'd make a great hideout. If I'm gonna be left in charge of this place, I'll turn it into the best hideout ever.
You're in charge?
Someone has to look after this place while you're all running around, maintaining the ships in the base, watching the Prince and Medusa, keeping Kamoana company. I'll keep this place running ship-shape, so that you all can focus on looking for the Therians.
But those are just odd jobs anyone can do. You're a navigator. Isn't that a waste of your talents?
You dolt! These are important tasks! Someone's gotta do it! We've got another navigator. But is there anyone besides me that could handle all of this by themselves?
Yeah, probably.
Besides, ever since I lost my tail, my balance has been off. The seasickness is killing me.
That's your story and you're sticking to it? Tell the truth. You don't want to come because you're afraid you'll be hurt again.
No, that's not it at all.
Don't worry, my hideout is as safe as with me. My friends used to call me the king of odd jobs. They called me the king of loafing. Let's not dwell on that, shall we? It's time to warm up before we set sail. Get ready to get started with F-Race. Afrasize number 33. Hold on, how many Afrasizes are there? We can't be expected to remember them all, surely. Land lumber, there are 99 Afrasizes, and if you're not fully fledged crew member until you know every last one. Oh, Lord. Anyway. Next time on Berseria. We will get to the good stuff, apparently, according to Corey. That's next time. It's over. Tomorrow's probably going to be... what's it called? What's the loathing? And we might finish that up tomorrow. Who knows? But anyway, that's it. And thanks for the company.